In today's video, we see different truck campers, bed racks, and truck accessories. I've also organized this video by different categories through timestamps, and that can be seen in the description below.
Hey guys, this is Jags. We're at Overland Expo Flagstaff. So we're here today at Packout Campers booth. So we have new features and added stuff to our camper. We have 3 options now for all of our entry options for your camper. So starting with the Ford Maverick. So in the Ford Maverick right here, we change our latches to a single latch, so it's easier to open and close. So opening this guy right here. So there's 2 rotary latch right here. On his setup, he has a deck drawer system. So all of his stuff is, it's kind of messy down here, but all his stuff is down here. And inside, the new added feature in this is the storage for the Ford Maverick. So Ford Maverick is a 4-foot bed, but the cool thing with this is you gain storage space for almost about 2.5 feet, and then you have 3 inches in depth. So when the bed is open, you can store all your towels, your pillows, all of your clothes inside on this stuff. And again, for Packout Campers, all of your bedding could be left inside the camper and still be able to close on the tent. And over here, this is our Tacoma. We did move forward with our prototype. So this is our full Goaway door. So it has 2 functions. First, you don't have a tailgate anymore. So it's a quick, easy access to go inside your camper and all the cool feature right there. I'm gonna talk more about that one later. But to show you the side, also have a single latch. You can lock it inside and outside of the camper. And same applies to the side right here. All of them are just all single latch now. So before, we used to have a tailgate right here that each time you go inside your camper, you have to actually crawl to go inside. Now, it's just like a step and goes directly into your bed. And right here, this is our sister company, which is called Rough Trails Equipment. It's a very neat system. Majority of our issue figuring out how electrical works, this solves everything. This system bolts directly to your camper. The only thing that you have to worry is 2 wires. 1 wire to your primary battery and another wire to your chassis of the vehicle. So in this system, inside you have a 200 amp hour battery, which is only 3-inch thick of the battery. And you have your inverter already here. You have your charger right there from Red Arc. You have your TVMS Rogue service, your distribution box, and your display. All of this could be controlled via your phone, or you can go with your physical switches right there on the side. Right here also, you have a storage bin that the Maverick also have. So you can move your mattress to move it right here. And on our camper, we offer you a free upgrade if you're a side sleeper or a back sleeper. And the goal for the battery here is to step away from propane. So all of our, now you can use induction top, you can use Keurig, you can charge your phone, and you can plug in your heated blanket on this system. So for this system, it bolts directly to a Packout, also bolts into your Go Fast camper, bolts into your Or Design camper, also to your Super Pacific. So it's a very neat system that we're releasing here in Overland Expo. To find more information about our system, you can go to our sister company, which is called roughtrailsequipment.com. And for our campers, you can go at packoutcampers.com. You can follow us on our Instagram at packout_USA.
Hey guys, Jay with Overland Campers in Flagstaff, Arizona at the Overland Expo. And I'm here with the campers we build here in Flagstaff, Arizona. They are super light profile fitting campers that mount to your truck. And so the idea is you keep a truck. They're light, they're functional, build them out how you want. So DIY focused. If you want to add insulation, walls, cabinets, you can, or you can rely on your bucket system, which also works great. So we have a new-ish model here called the Chubby. Some of you have seen it online, but it is wider than our normal camper. Our normal camper's over there, but the normal one comes up here vertically. This one adds 3.5 inches here by a pretty new aluminum extrusion that we weld on. So that's able to clamp on, increasing the space of the camper by 7 inches. potentially on a full size, giving you east-west sleeping if you are not too tall. And I feel sorry for you if you are, because airplanes would also suck. Campers become smaller if you're tall, but if you're about 6 foot or under, east-west on the full size works great. On a mid-size with the chubby, you're gonna be able to get 68 inches, so 5'8", and still our 80-inch long platform. So I'll show you guys that. But all 3 models that we have at the show here are our bread and butter version, which come as featured with windows and all this. But you can see on these, oh, someone stacked this mattress wrong. So this one's gonna not pull as nice, I'll fix it. Come on. The bed comes out. It is indeed a full king size bed on a full size. So you have 75 wide, a king is 74 inches wide and 80 inches long. So no matter how you sleep, you could do east-west, but again, on a mid-size, it'd be more like 68, so smaller. It's not ideal, but still sweet. So if you want more space in a camper while not increasing too much weight, this one on a 6.5 foot bed on a Tundra is right under 400 pounds. So it's still the lightest camper of its nature, and it allows you still to have all our normal custom options. But again, these are all the bread and butter campers. They come with a hatch on the side, front window on the front, barn door halves, the extra bedding height. And that's another thing we're known for. And in these videos you've seen before us talking about, is we are the only, I think the only, you would know, you see a lot, camper company that will change the cab over dimension. So you can sit up more, you can leave more bedding up there, you can, you know, do less of the campground shuffle. The idea for getting a camper is, hey, I want to improve my camping life, and part of that is decreasing the campground shuffle. So I push back the bed, I leave my down bag up here, I leave my down pillow up here, and I close it. Rather than like, oh, hey, I gotta put my sleeping stuff in this bucket, and my pillows go in this bucket, and then I put it all up here when I get to camp. None of that. So a lot of people opt for that. We can go 1 inch taller than this. This is our 10 inch, or you can go 2 inches shorter than this if you're worried about profile. You're already, you know, affecting your miles per gallon no matter what camper you get. So you might as well get the extra cab over height, because again, you're getting this to camp. And if you're telling me you also like are concerned about miles per gallon, maybe get a daily of a Prius or something. You should probably do that. But get the extra bedding height, it's sweet. Other options we have, windows, vinyl, clear vinyl, sorry. Velcro. We use Velcro. We see a lot of people in our industry use zippers. We personally hate zippers. I have a lot of zippered goods that have failed, so I don't want these to fail. So we use Velcro, but you have a clear layer, solid layer. We also make an insulation layer that will go over the canvas. The canvas is always 28 inches open close, so it is one of the tallest on the market, which again allows you to sit on the bed more, which is what you want. You want someone to be able to like nap up there while you're cooking down here, using the space, functional space. If you wanted to add a bench down here for your kids, that's cool. Or you, for sly camping, we get asked all the time, hey, with the top down, can I use this as a bench? You certainly could. The roof is here, and then you'd be able to cozy there if you're in like a Walmart parking lot in a random city you're just trying to camp in. So I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to open and close our campers. We see a lot of people in our industry where they are certainly not this easy. So always ask to have them open and close them, or think about that as part of your daily routine. I get to camp, it's pissing rain. What are you going to do? Or, hey, I want to get out of this camp, I don't feel safe. How are you going to get it down? So windows go up, bungee goes across. That just pulls in the canvas. So you ideally, once the corners fold in several times, they come up with a memory point. You don't have to tuck corners. You don't have to get wet doing anything if it's raining on you. You just close it. So we're going to close the front first. Whoa. Don't get hit by bungee. Undo this guy, pull down, and come down. That's the front. And then I'm going to pull this guy down, come down, lock that again so it doesn't bounce. And then we've got 6 latches, 3 on each side, and that's it. And so the canvas is pretty much folded in. If it's not, you can pull it from in here. And then to reverse that, you would undo your 6 latches, open the rear first, push up on that guy, and then push up on the front, lock this guy out, and then undo your bungees, and you're set up for camp. And that's it. But this is the Chubby. It is 3.5 inches wider on each side than a normal. And so that is something new. It is $1,000, $950 for whatever model you get upcharge. So if you wanted our all-you-can-eat version, which is our a la carte custom camper, where you're like, I want a hatch here that's this size, or I want a window here that's this side, it would add $950 to that. If you want the bread and butter, which is our most sold unit, because it comes with all these features, that also adds $950. So again, that's us. We're Overland Campers. We're based in Flagstaff, Arizona. We build these all by hand as much as possible. They're super light, super spacious, and they will last a long time. Overland Campers, it's campoverland.com, not overland.com, campovrlnd.com. Thanks.
Hi there, I am Tyler. I'm one of the co-owners of Hiatus Campers. So our specialty is a hard-sided folding camper. So this camper behind me, it's an F-150 with a 6.5-foot bed. This camper is popped down. I'm just gonna get up on the tailgate here and pop the camper up, and you'll see all the walls start to expand. So I'm just gonna grab these handles and push up. The gas struts are gonna lift the walls all at once and start to expand the camper. I'm just gonna go inside the camper and push the walls out. And it's gonna make us kind of an insulated camper, even on a really small, low, compact frame.
So, obviously what really sets you guys apart is the hard-sided pop-up. That is a very uncommon thing, and it's much appreciated because I know a lot of people, they still want the hard walls, but they also don't want the high top, like as you can see here. So they want the best of both worlds. How did you come up with the idea of it basically being origami and folding down?
Yeah, absolutely. So Aaron and I started this company in 2018. When we started it, there was nothing on the market like this. So we actually went to the drawing board. We knew what we wanted. We wanted a camper that popped up and down, super low profile. At the time, we had a 95 Toyota pickup, so not a lot of power on that thing. We wanted a camper that could actually stay on that truck year round, but when it popped up, it was insulated for our Pacific Northwest climate. So rain, snow, anything like that, we want to be able to actually live in that camper and survive in that without having a canvas exterior. So we developed a Hiatus camper to fill that need. So our pop-top design is patented. This is the only one on the market like this, and our entire canopy on the lower here is also going to be insulated. So we're one of the few people in the market who make a canopy camper that does have insulation like this.
Yeah, because usually it's just the whatever material, the metal is just
exactly,
the door.
Yeah. So most canopies are going to be just raw aluminum on the interior. So our campers are made of aluminum. Our pop tops are all composites, but the entire camper on the inside is going to be finished with FRP. That's fiberglass reinforced plastic, which is a waterproof coating, and then everything is going to be insulated.
Okay, awesome. And then what features do you offer as like upgrade or options?
Yeah. So our campers are custom made. There are tons and tons of features. I would say maybe almost 100 different features.
Okay.
Different things like door styles. So this camper here has a lift-up door. So you keep your tailgate, this door just lifts up. Tons of window styles, different styles of hatch doors. Lots of different window options in the pop top. We can do things like racks. We're a Yakima dealer. We do different awnings. They're very custom made to exactly what the customer wants and none of what the customer doesn't want.
Right. And then what about any kind of like interior builds? If somebody is looking for something like that, can you help point them in the right direction, or do you guys offer that? Yeah,
so we don't offer the interior builds. So the camper is going to look kind of like what you see here from our factory. So it's going to have an open canopy with your truck bed. We can facilitate some of the kind of back and forth with some of the builders in your area. But generally speaking, most of our customers are either going to DIY their build or work with someone like a van builder to build out their interior.
Awesome. And then what truck platforms do you guys offer this on?
Yeah. We do all makes and models of standard pickup trucks. This one here is an F-150, super common build. Tacoma is another common build. But generally speaking, we will do any pickup truck. So this camper here does have our standard entry style. So that's a lift-up door. It also has what we call vertical walls. So this canopy is no wider than your truck bed. It just goes straight up here. That's gonna give you a really big pop top, even on a small footprint. This Tacoma over here has what we call the angled wall option. So the canopy tapers in. It gives you a sleeker, slimmer profile and a little bit of a lighter camper, but it does mean that your pop top is smaller. We offer both options on any size truck. So that's a nice option for you to be able to get exactly the camper that you want. If you don't need a lot of space, you're just a solo traveler, the angle walls is a really good option. Or if you're off-roading a lot, it's going to make you the smallest, sleekest camper. But if you want to maximize the space on the same footprint, the vertical walls are a really good option.
Awesome. And what is the price range for these campers?
Yeah. So the mid-size campers are going to start at $17,000. Full-size campers like this over here are going to start at $17,500. Our campers are totally optionable, so lots of things you can configure. Our campers are usually around $25,000 out the door with all the options you might see. They can go up to about $35,000, but the basic prices start around $17,000.
Awesome, thank you. Where can people find more information about you guys?
Yeah, so you can go to our website, which is just hiatuscampers.com. We also have social medias, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Awesome, well thank you.
Yeah.
Hey guys, this is Sasha with Super Pacific here. We make wedge style campers out of Portland, Oregon. Let's kind of head and actually walk through some of the features here on our camper. We'll start with the fuselage. So the way that we assemble these is very unique. We use solid bodied rivets with laser cut and formed aluminum. Makes a very strong, lightweight, but also a flexible structure, which is really important when mounting onto the bed. Nice faceted doors create storage inside of them, so you can like accessorize with like our door bags, or we have people who mount like Max Tracks and things on the inside. All single handle operation, lockable from the inside. With the construction of the fuselage, it creates wire chases throughout the entire thing. So you can wire up this entire camper very clean. We have electrical plate covers in the corner over here, so you can put in like gauges and charging ports and things like that. Also threaded bosses every 9 inches on center, so you can attach like MOLLE panels like we have over there in the corner. The wire chases make it nice and clean for install of lighting and whatnot up top. It's in living room mode right now. Which that's with the bed platform pushed all the way forward. You have a ton of space to hang out inside, so if you needed to change out a gear, or if you wanted to hunker down if the weather got really bad on you. And then all you got to do, pull the bed platform back out, grab this guy, straight out. We have a dedicated 20 inches off the back for pass-through, so that's great for middle of the night, you need to get up, use the restroom or anything like that. You just hop down, you're not moving anything out of the way to get out and off of the bed platform. And then all we do is just push straight up and forward, and bed platform's back out of the way. Moving up to the tent material, we use a Marlin Textiles Top Gun fabric. It's acrylic coated polyester, mold mildew resistant, it's a marine grade fabric. Works super, super well. No seam screens. We got vents above each one of the window openings as well for managing condensation. We have a really robust accessory offering now with our like gear lofts up top that you can see there. Great storage for up above when you are about to go to sleep. You can throw magazines, your phone, wallet, anything up there. And then down below, like I mentioned, the door bags. We have bug screens available for the rear door as well now. If you'd like to find more information on us, you can find us at superpacificusa.com and on Instagram at superpacific_USA.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle with Lone Peak Overland. We're based out of Wenatchee, Washington, and this is the Lone Peak Camper. If you guys aren't new to truck campers at all, this is a wedge style camper. And typically with a wedge, you get a little bit less space inside. And so what we did with our tent design is that we actually kick out the back of the tent, which sheds water, but it also creates a ton of internal volume. So our camper is about 18 inches longer than most campers, and it's a full 10 feet. And what that gives you, if you want to kind of come check out the inside a little bit, is I'm actually able to stand up inside of the camper here with the bed fully down. So this is the bed. So I have shoulder room to be able to change. Then we also have optional accessories like a table where you can make coffee in the morning, and you can actually get out of bed even if somebody is sleeping up here. Let's say the weather turns bad, which it might tomorrow. The bed is all one piece and it's on gas struts. And then you have your whole bed to be able to pack gear. We have this set up with one of our new drawer systems that we're coming out with shortly. We're kind of trialing it here on the show, but they also serve as really good seating options. So the cool thing about Lone Peak is that we have hundreds of feet actually of T-track everywhere so that you can mount accessories. So if you look up here, you have all these T-slots. These are for a side ladder, so you can climb out like a traditional rooftop tent. We have a shower stall over here, which we actually use to shower inside of our booth. We got some cool accessories like our gear vault. So this is, you guys might laugh at me, but this is my recovery vault. So I have recovery gear over here, and then I have a full bar over here, which is another form of recovery at the end of the day. We also have a full power system on board. We have our own proprietary power switching box called JuiceBox. I'll kind of show this over here. So JuiceBox, you can control this with physical buttons or through an app. And this controls all the electronics within the camper. So all the lighting, all the fans, all the heaters. We have a port for a diesel heater on the side. A new fun accessory is the water tank. So it's a 10-gallon powered water tank. It's fully pressurized with an electric pump. And so it routes water to the end of your truck. And now you have water to go for doing dishes and washing off gear. All right, a lot of people ask us, what is the difference between a Lone Peak and other campers on the market? There's so many options out there. You kind of have to start first between a wedge and a straight pop. And in my experience, I head to a campsite and I want to set up as fast as possible. And so that's where a wedge comes in. We can set this thing up in 10 seconds, tear it down in 30. It's so easy to use. But the downside is you have a little bit less space in general than a straight pop. And so that's why we added the kick out, is you actually get twice the volume of a normal wedge camper with our length and with the pop out in the back. So you have plenty of room to change and to sleep in there. You have tons of room in the foot box. The other big thing is our full electrical system. So we have a product that we mentioned before called Juice Box. This powers all of our accessories, all from either a phone or from the switch box. We have lights on the rear, we have side lights, we have tons of table options so you can actually get stuff from outside of your truck, from the actual side doors. And the last thing that sets us apart is really all the accessories that we offer. We have over 25 accessories we offer straight from the factory, from solar to battery options, to DC to DC chargers, solar chargers, the new junk drawer system that we showed you guys. If you want to check out more, please go to lonepeakoverland.com. We'll see you around.
Hey guys, it's Freddie here with Radatica Products. Today I'm going to show you the Moonlander X. This camper is on a 6-foot first gen Tundra. So this side you have your diesel heater ports. We actually 3D print this and make it at Radatica. And those are super simple to install. Even if you don't have our camper, you can put it on yours. Here is the Arctic turn window. This is probably one of my favorite products that we put on our campers that we don't personally make. Open zoning style, so 3 clicks on here. The best part about it, we're gonna jump inside super quick. You know, when you're camping at night, you want some privacy, obviously, and you also want airflow. It's super important in these relatively small spaces. So boom, you have a screen and a privacy shader on the bottom there. Let's work around to the back. So above that, Camlock crosswing awning. These are super great, even in windy conditions. Super stable, pretty modular too. You can take it on and off, no problem. And then that front slant, you can't see it, but there is solar. It's really nice to just be able to drive with your truck to wherever you're going, and you have your battery charging the whole time. The nice thing about this camper specifically is how lightweight and durable it is. This one sits at around 480 pounds. And as it sits price-wise, this one's about 14K, but it's fully loaded out. As you see, we have insulation here, all the nicest windows, the LED lighting, the MaxxAir fan, and a bubble window. So this thing is really kitted out, and it's about 14K. Now for functionality with Moonlander X, there's 3 modes to it. One, you see couch mode here. Couch mode, it's just nice to be able, especially at expos, hang out in here. You have your windows, your fans going, a nice cross breeze, and you can see the beautiful environment around you. The next one is bed mode, and it's super simple. Grab your panel. Flips over, push it back. And now you have a queen size bed platform in your Moonlander X. The last mode is stow mode. All of this stuff will fit in the over the cab section. So if you have dirt bikes to haul, grandma's couch, whatever it may be, you're ready to rock. If you want to find out more about our products, visit us at www.radicaproducts.com. Check out our Instagram. We have lots of content, people's builds, and we also have, some Facebook groups of Moonlander owners as well. So thanks for watching, folks. Have a good day. Stay out of trouble.
Hey guys, Thomas here with Topo Toppers, and we're at the Overland Expo in Costa Mesa, the first year, and we're going to talk a little bit about our Rincon, our newest camper. Our Rincon, we do all of the fabrication in-house up in Ventura, California, just up the coast. We cut, bend, sew, the whole deal up there. So kind of starting from the outside, our campers are made out of primarily 1/8" sheet metal aluminum that we bend and weld at our shop, and then we get it powder coated. So The Rincon here is a little different than our first models. It has a little flare out to give you a lot more space on the interior there. Still intended to sleep north to south on it, although some folks can fit on the east to west configuration. And kind of our purpose was give you more space, but still stay in line here with the truck, kind of stay within your mirrors and still keep a good profile when the camper's closed. And we offer a number of accessories, a lot of stuff that we manufacture in-house. This is a kind of exterior molly panel that does have little clips to pop in a little diesel heater port. We have the L-track on the side. Kind of take you over to the other side real quick. The L-track can be utilized for shower bracket mounting. We have the Rotopax mounts. We also have awning bracket mounts available. We can do diesel heater ports, a lot of different options there. And then, one thing too that a lot of people like about our camper is like the overall height. You got about 6'8" of standing room when you're inside. So I'm gonna jump inside and kind of talk a little bit about that. With the Rincon, we're offering basically different packages. You can also buy, all the accessories kind of a la carte, but we did package some stuff together so you get a little bit of savings. We've got slider windows. We also offer turn windows, or you can go no windows. We have the molly as an option. We do full cutout, no cutout, however you wish, that you can attach your gear here. I got some bags, some handy bags off Amazon, and then even took a Harbor Freight case and put my Jetboil in there just to get the things that I want to access regularly, kind of up and out of the bins. The camper on trucks that have composite beds, we do clamp down. When possible, we like to do a bolt through. This truck doesn't offer that. Standard is a fixed plexi window. This is the front access slider window, and that's a good option. And then kind of coming up top here, we do have the carpeted ceiling insulation panels. We have the fan. We offer both the Max Fan Deluxe and the regular Max Fan. We have the lighting. This does have the thermal insulation installed. This Velcros in and out. We do have clear vinyl inserts for the windows. I don't have those in right now. And I do have 100 watts of solar on the roof, charging my power station. The bed is 4-inch thick. We got a dual density mattress up here that breaks into 3 pieces. Basically, the idea is that each piece covers each of our bed panels, which are removable. So you can push this whole section back over the cab there. And the other thing too, I can't do it because I put this bench in here, is that these panels can fit down here, so you can create a seating area down in the bottom, and you can even move the cushions down there. Cushions Velcro together, they also clip on the side. For a mid-size trucks, you're looking about a 64-inch wide bed. On full-size trucks, you're looking between a 70 to 72-inch wide bed, and plenty of height space. I'm 6'3", still got clearance there to sit up in bed. And yeah, we have different colors. We do black, couple grays, and a white. And then yeah, we're also available for any little kind of accessories or customers' ideas that we may not offer. We are open to kind of hearing about that. And if you'd like to find more information, you can visit our website at www.topotoppers.com or find us at Topo Toppers on Instagram.
Hello, I'm Sean from Tune Outdoor. We're located in Denver, Colorado, and we make the Tune M1, a lightweight backcountry pickup camper. It's a custom camper, so it fits both a full-size or a mid-size of any dimensions. Some key features around our truck. All our extrusion work is custom, so it has T-tracks on every surface. So for instance, this rig with a 6'8" bed has about 550 linear feet of T-track inside and out. Second, we have a bump out construction. It's called a wing wall, and it just gives you additional linear space inside the camper, which allows for a full queen bed on the cantilever up front. And you see it also on the Ranger over here. Looking inside, you can see the capability to build the camper out. This is owned by a fireman here in the LA area, and he's done cabinetry with refrigerator, microwave, extra sleeping space for the boys, his queen bed, custom lighting. Really, the sky's the limit on what you can do with T-track and imagination. So our awnings are fully extendable. They come in either glass, which you see here, or in the base unit with aluminum, which you see on the Ranger. Additional features, we just designed and have ordered barn doors, which open from the center out and are a really nice addition. We do a heater system made by Truma that's built into the bulkhead and piped through the extrusion to a tank and back, which you can see on the Ranger here. In addition, we do solar on top, which is wired down to the inverter. You can either do a single or double panels. Finally, there's 6 windows in our canopy, which really makes it feel like you're outside. And in addition, fiberglass reinforced polypropylene in the roof, which allows for translucence and gives a really nice feeling to the space. And briefly to show you the interior of the Ranger, we have a Nomad kitchen system here, which is an ad. We've got bench seating and quite a lot of detail on the inside, including kitchen accessories, storage accessories. There's his power, and again, the full queen bed up top, east-west configuration. So one of the cooler things to explain as well is on the midsize, you've got the full cantilever, and then with the wing wall, you get a 72 by 60 sleeping space, which for most of us is a full queen. If you're 6 foot or above and you want more space, we do a 20-inch king size extender, which allows you to go north-south and get an 80 by 72 space. Finally, we do awning mounts into the T-track on the side extrusion, and it really allows for you to use any awning you'd like. We sell the Kamek, which is a freestanding awning, and you can also do 270s as well. If you'd like to find more information, you can find us at tuneoutdoor.com.
Hi, this is John from Explore Elevated, and this is the Explore Elevated truck top camper. The major feature that sets this camper apart is the fact that it has integrated locks that tie directly into the factory locking and unlocking. And so you can see here, if we have the truck locked, the camper doesn't open, but with a simple unlock, it's a seamless integration into the factory locking system. So this is a full aluminum construction. It's also super fast to set up. We have these nice machined latches, and it just sets itself right up like that. It has MOLLE panels along all of the doors, and then the back, and along all the tracks. Also, the tracks themselves are wire chases, so you can run all your wires or airline without worrying about having it seen, and also kind of protecting a little bit back there. An option with this cap is to have the ability to add these Baja Designs or Heretic dome lights, both red and white, or red or white, and that is an upgrade. But the features, the standard features, are really great on this. So the back door can either be this acrylic window, or it can be a solid panel. If it is a solid panel, it's the same. It's like the doors over here. Also, the front of the camper is a tip down sliding glass, so slide, but also you can tip it down so you can make sure you can clean both inside and outside, keeping everything looking good. Okay, so we moved over to the other truck here to show one of the new design features, and that is when your bed is down, these MOLLE panels now have an assisted gas strut, so it's very easy to get up and down. You can close them both down, or open up one and not disturb the person next to you and access the top of the bed. And it also does come with this 4-inch foam mattress with dual valves on it, and it inflates really quick. To access more of the hangout mode, you can just slide this forward and move the bed. Now you have this giant cavernous space to be able to hang out. The tent itself is a heavy marine grade canvas. Another great feature is that the actual solid doors are on the inside, so you can adjust the airflow and ventilation however you want to without having to open it back up and letting all the bugs and whatnot in. And the ventilation for a wedge camper is amazing because it does have the giant front window, as well as these windows down here that allow great cross ventilation regardless on which direction the wind's blowing. Another option is the honeycomb translucent panel can be tinted, so it has a blackout feature if you don't want to be woken up by the early morning sun. It's going to be similar to the way this the white clear that the lower panel is made out of here. All of the framing components, like I said, there's internal wire chases. Those are accessed through panels, so you can have wires coming up, and there's also these removable panels that allow you to add accessories such as, like I guess over here, like a 12 volt or a USB. And you can see all the wires can run up behind, keeping everything up and out of the way. So the MOLLE on the doors is actually super useful because it can be accessed from the inside or the outside. And another great feature is it's really designed to be inside of and get out of and like live inside and outside of the space. So you can open up the hatch from the inside with a simple panel and close it down just as easily to, you know, bunker down and hang out when you don't want to have everything open. Although even with the doors and windows all the way open, it's great. Unless the rain's coming sideways, you stay high and dry up in here. So another option is, while this camper specifically has the slide forward panel, another option is that you can actually have this be a assisted lift pivot with gas struts. And so the panel itself would just come up like this as opposed to having to slide it forward. So it's a lot faster. There's no cost to that upgrade, or that change rather. So the body of the camper itself is available in pretty much any color you can think of. This is just one small section of all of the different kind of powder coats. And the tent body is available in gray, blue, and green. And again, this is this really heavy duty marine canvas. So this has been a very rugged product to keep the weather out. So if you want to find out more information about these, go ahead and you can go to exploreelevated.com and get all the extra details and specifications.
Welcome to the 4-Wheel Campers booth at Overland Expo West. I'm Sarah, and behind me is our Project M topper. This is a super popular model for 4-wheel campers. Since it's a topper, it's extremely lightweight. It fits just about any truck, any bed length. And this is a camper that is extremely DIY friendly. Lots of people like to do build outs in this. And the other thing that's great about it is it's super open. So if you already have gear and you just want to throw it in a camper and get on the road and go, this is an awesome option. So this camper is fitted with a lithium battery. It's hooked up to 250 watts of solar on the roof. Those are options, but the Project M comes completely wired, ready for solar, ready for a battery to be put in. So you can get those options from us at the factory under warranty. But if you are handy and you think you can do your own electrical system, it's ready to do that. It's plug and play. You can put your own panels up top. You can put your own battery in. We should go inside just so everybody can kind of see and feel what the dimensions of this camper are. So there's a lot of space for activities in here. I mean, full wingspan, I've got a lot of room. I'm about 5'9", and I feel like I have a bunch of headroom here. The bed slide is available in the Project M as well. These cushions would just fill in the difference. And even though, you know, you're in a topper, minimalistic kind of setup, you still have a super comfortable and large bed at the end of the day. People can find us at 4wheelcampers.com. You can find our builder tool and price out our toppers and our campers to get an accurate price. You can also find us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, all of the good stuff. We like to show builds on there. We like to show how we use our campers in the wild. Come on an adventure with us.
Hey guys, my name is Meg here from AVO. Behind me, we've got all the Alukab stuff, and we are the Southeast dealer for Alukab. And I just wanted to show you some of the cool things that Alukab has. Behind me, this is actually the Power Brake 4Runner. And on this one, we put the Alukab Gen 3R rooftop tent, and it has the 180-degree shadow awning on it. So this is a great option if you have an SUV and you're wanting to go camping. And we also have a whole drawer system and everything in the back here, the goose gear system, so that you can organize gear, keep your fridge back here. And the cool thing about the 180 awning is that if you have, for the 4Runner, you have the door that opens in the rear. And so you don't want it to go all the way over like the 270 awning. That way it doesn't contact the awning. So, and then over here, this is the new ModCap camper from Alukab. This one has a 2-sleeper top, but we're actually about to convert this one to the 4-sleeper top. So what's cool about the ModCap camper is that it also is modular. So you can start with just a base, you can start with just a flat roof, you can do a 2-sleeper top, or you can do a 4-sleeper top. So this couple in particular has a son, and so they go camping all the time. So they just want a little bit more space for their son to sleep, so they're getting the 4-sleeper option. They've got like the propane tank out here, they've got the Goose Gear drawer system inside, and he has the 270 awning on here. So you see the difference in this awning. You have a lot more shade, and these are really cool too because yeah, it's actually a reflective material on top, so it actually reflects the heat, which is really cool. There's so many options you can get in these. He's got the Dickinson fireplace heater inside, the Red Arc electrical system. He's got a water tank with an instant hot water heater. There's just so many options that you can add on to these. These are really cool. And be sure to check out AshevilleVehicleOutfitters.com. We're gonna be showing a lot of the conversion of changing from the 2-sleeper option to the 4-sleeper option as well. So you can either find us on our website or follow us on Instagram or Facebook at Asheville Vehicle Outfitters.
Hey, this is Tom from Dirtbox Overland. Here's our Tundra. If you see the video, I jumped it. So this is our standard camper, but already comes with all the extrusion part. And even here, it doesn't look like, but this whole component is extrusion. So that's why our camper is so strong and durable. If you check our door here, it's really solid. Accessories are our really like highlight point. So I developed all the accessory fit our camper. So you have options for molly box, table, diesel heater, inside. And the drawer we have, right now we only have for mid-size truck and full-size truck. Not a lot of option, but I'm developing it right now. On the side, you can do accessories. All those are extrusion. You can do all different kind of stuff, even the fishing reels, like storage, not just a simple molly. All the feature like the light, those are standard feature. Charging port, USB-C, USB-A, 12 DC, light here, light over the top. The whole bat will push up. And this is an extrusion as well, so you can mount stuff over underneath this. This is a solid piece. Another highlight point for our camper is our roof is fully insulated. Above those, like the decoration panel, there's a 1-inch foam over it, so that's what will create the insulation of the roof. On the other side, if you see here, this is new stuff. That's the reason why I jumped this one. Test the back rack mount. This one is still prototype, but we already have the production one released because passed my test. Have the back. The back is right here. And those L track are standard with the camper. You can see you put the molly panel or put max track shovel over here. And awning, like our awnings come with the light here, standard, and Velcro can attach the sidewall. The biggest advantage of this awning is fully squared in the back. So fully cover the back of the truck. Move to this one. This is our flatbed. So the flatbed is same concept, all the extrusions. So comes with a 24-gallon water tank underneath here, and a back drawer here, fully sealed. Those are all the standard feature for this flatbed. And because those are extrusion all the way along this flatbed, the top you can fully reconfigure what you want to have on the top. Like this one, can put a camper. I'm planning to put a camper over this, and you will see that one soon. And we also have a full box camper, or like all different stuff. And you can directly contact me if you want to customize stuff. If you're interested in more information, check out DirtboxOverland.com.
Hi, this is Sammy from Wildland, and right behind me is our latest versions of Wingman Pickup Mate, which is a brand new concept item to the market for the pickup truck user especially. And now we are going to check more details about this product. So we go see closely about this product first, so we can see how its clothes look like this. Kind of a box, and it's no longer higher wider than the cab, easy getting to the garage. It's a two-story double-decker, which is remote control. And we have a power there in the center area. You can take off the power to recharge it in your home, or you can have a power station to charge it. We have the adapter come with it. We have 2 remote control included, and you can just simply like up and down turn to operate it. We have 2 lighting bars, 2 speakers of each floor. So total is a 4 lighting bar and 4 speakers. Each lighting bar is portable, it's detachable. So we got the hook here and magnets here, and here's the power buttons you can on and off in individual control it, and there's input and outputs here. So this is single units as a lighting product as well. By the way, we have some accessory included. We have this portable lounge, mini table, carpet, a stabilizer here, and we have this table, the side bolts there to attach some gears, and also we have a side only included. It's like this, set as 180 degrees side only, and it could transform to a shower tent as well. And there's a towel cover we included that provide privacy for your truck bed area, and also create more living space as well. And now we go to see the second floor. It's a queen size, which is able to load around 500 pounds. So like 2 people definitely is very suitable to fit inside. Then we can go upstairs to check it out. Large windows, mesh window have great air ventilations, and there is guidelines on the top that you can open it up and just straight stand up on the second floor that you can have photographing, huntings on the devil. Yeah, so it's an overall really great area. Last one, so this one, it doesn't take up your original cargo space. So you have your original cargo area. By the way, there's around 30 centimeters increased of the inner space. So get more place to load your cargo. So definitely reach our website to check out our products detailed. And our website is www.wildlandus.com.
How's it going? My name is Alan with Xtrusion Overland, and today here at Overland Expo West, we're going to show you the exoskeleton from Xtrusion Overland. This is a derivative of our XTR1 and XTR3 Bedracks, where we use aluminum T-slot extrusions. But in this case, we made the design so it can be fully enclosed. Now, the coolest thing about this is that you can use it in Bedrack mode, you can use it in topper mode, or you can use it in camper mode, which I'll be showing you in a minute. So let's walk through a little bit of the features here of the exoskeleton in the topper mode. So we've got seals all over. Again, this is a modular system that you can start and you can configure as a Bedrack first, and as you advance in your adventures or you advance in your needs, you can keep adding the panel kits and then the camper kit eventually. So one of the coolest features about it is that you can always take one panel out or a couple panels out for your needs. Like, you know, you're gonna go have some fun and need the topper panels off, you can do that. You don't need any additional bracing. This is totally capable because the extrusions themselves are the structural component, so there's no additional need for bracing like some of the other solutions out there. And this is also something that can ship to your door. So a little bit of assembly with a 1/4 inch Allen and a 3/16 Allen wrench, and you'll be on the road. It can be fully locked. So we have locks on the sides, we have locks in the rear. You know, you have molly panels, for example, in the front. We see a molly panel that is usually used for the Bedrack mode and can also be used in the front or on the top so that you can mount your things. And I'll show you how it looks on the Bedrack mode over here. If we walk to this other section, we'll have the Tundra decked out with this is kind of a prototype version of the Bedrack that we actually have a hinging section. So for those guys that have a motorcycle and want to load it up, but there's no really good way to load it up, this will be an option that we will have down the road. But essentially, the structure itself is the same structure that we have on the exoskeleton, except we can use it in the open mode or in Bedrack mode, where you can use molly panels. We have the same accessories that we have on our legacy systems, like the slide outs and the access gates, like we can see in this system. So we have all the molly panels for the exoskeleton. Now, we are fully US manufacturing. This is extruded in Kansas, where we're from. We machine all of these corner brackets out of solid blocks of aluminum. So that's one of the things that tariffs where it did affect aluminum, it did affect some of the stuff, it doesn't affect us overall. So pricing is the same with all of this turmoil going on. So this is the access gate system that is still compatible with the exoskeleton in the Bedrack mode. Now, some of you guys might be wondering what's happening here with this. This is a product that we're coming up later this summer, which is a chase rack system or a cargo system, modular cargo system for the beds for different truck models. In this case, you can start with a front section with molly panels to attach, traction boards and things like that, but it can be really expanded into tires, like a dual chase style tire rack system, for example, or put your jack in there and stuff like that. So here's another topper mode. In this case, we already have an awning mounted to it. We have a tent. You don't have to have our tent for it. We do have our tent that is going to start delivering next year, early next year, that is integrated as a camper mode, and I'll show you over there in a minute. But that doesn't mean that you have to use our tent. You can use it with any other tent as well. In this case, we've got some Free Spirit tents going on with a topper panel. But let's go and show you the camper mode. So over here in camper mode, this is some of the exciting accessories. Some of the exciting accessories and exciting components, like our cubby system. It's a modular system that if you just only need one cubby, or you need, the full section, you'll be able to get the different sections or the full side. Now, there is some assembly required, so bear that in mind. But it's very, very functional, very modular. You can set it up. Basically, our motto is set it up the way that you need it, set it up the way that you want it. But additionally, you can also put the mollies on top of the panels. That's also one of the big differentiators for us, is that our panels, you can carry a lot more weight than your usual suspects, right? The usual products in the market. Now, this is the cool thing about this tent. Same thing, we manufacture the whole thing in the US, and we have billet CNC corner brackets with latches. And right now, the only thing that we're working on is the fabric package. That might be the only thing that is not made in the US, because some of the tents made overseas, they've got it down. So we're working the details on that, but as we release that tent, you'll know more details on it. But it also has the pass-through. So we have the pass-through that it's, in this case, in sections. So you can put your sections out to the front and be able to get, in this case, we have a Hess mattress in that. But as you see, same thing is fully modular, fully configurable. You can set up your dream rig with the different options that we have available for this. So if you have any other questions, just hit us up at XtrusionOverland.com.
Hey guys, this is Jags with Rough Trails Equipment. We're here today at PNW Overland Expo. So we have our 2 Powerwall system. So we have the Red Energy system, and we also have a Red Arc system. So really the goal for this product is to simplify all those really hard, complicated electrical system inside your vehicle. The goal for this one is just bolting it directly to your camper and running 2 wires. 1 wire to your primary battery and 1 wire to the chassis of the vehicle, and that's it. And all your 12 volt goes to your distribution box, where all of your lighting system, your refrigerator, all 12 volt could be powered directly on this guy. So for the Red Arc, really awesome product. We really like the feature of the Alpha 50, which has a chargeback system. So if you find yourself somewhere off-grid that you can start your vehicle, all you have to do is press this little guy right here, and we'll do a chargeback system for you to start your vehicle.
So chargeback meaning your vehicle's battery is dead.
Yes.
And you can use your
secondary battery to charge it real quick, and then you can start your vehicle.
And that makes sense, because I know a lot of people have been using the smart jump packs, which have been nice because they're rechargeable and you don't need jumper cables and all that. But I've always had the question of well, I have all this power in my vehicle. If my vehicle's dead, why can't I?
Exactly. So that's the goal.
Yeah.
And so, the inside of this Powerwall, you have your battery already inside. So it's not in the bed. It's already in one system.
So that's just in here, I'm assuming this guy right here is the battery.
That's the battery.
Okay.
That's 200 amp hour. You can start with 200 amp, and you can expand it actually all the way to 600 if you wanted to.
Oh, sweet. So this system is meant for a truck camper, right? I think I see it back there. Can we go see it in an actual truck camper?
So on this setup right here, you can see there's no wire all over inside your bed. There's no battery, big brick on your bed. Everything is tucked in nicely towards the front of the cab. And this is also our refrigerator with induction top in a sink. So this is our RTE kitchen. You have your refrigerator right here, and you have induction top.
Okay.
So cool thing with the induction top, especially right here, it's really windy. You don't have to worry about your fire going off
The flame
or
going out.
like worrying if you have your propane is still filled up. And it's just, you have power from the sun. Cook here. We did like a heavy breakfast this morning.
Yeah.
And I'm charged back up again
Yeah.
and using the solar panel.
Well, that's what I like about the electrical systems these days, is that you're able to carry enough battery and have enough solar to where you can power such a thing as an induction, and then you eliminate another fuel source, which is your propane.
Yep.
And so all you have to worry about is just putting gas in the vehicle. Now, granted, if you have a diesel heater, there's of course trade-off with that. If you have a diesel truck, of course you only need to carry one fuel source, and therefore reducing the amount of different fuels you have to take and keeping things simple.
True.
Yeah.
But if you have the Powerwall, it's powerful enough to run a heated blanket.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
you're eliminating your diesel now. So you have heated blanket for winter. You have your induction top. So everything's basically, you don't have to do diesel or gas.
Okay. Let's go back to this Powerwall here. So when somebody, is this already like pre-wired internally?
Yep. So no need to worry about figuring out what type of wire gauge do you need, types of fuses that you need. It's just a matter of bolting it directly to your camper and running 2 wires, and that's it.
So what are the 2 wires again? And show me where on this that you have to run the wires from.
So there's, especially in the Red Arc, it's pretty straightforward. It give you all this little icon. So negative goes to the ground. We have a bus bar inside for all your ground.
Yeah.
The positive right here is basically to charge your battery. And then there's a little car right here that's for your alternator.
Okay.
So this is where you plug in your wire that goes directly to the starter battery.
Okay.
And then you start from the ground, and ground goes to the chassis of the vehicle, and that's it.
So do you have to like pull this front panel off, because in order to get into here and like run a wire, where?
Yes.
Okay.
So when you receive the product,
Yeah.
of course, you have to always remove the cover, because you're going to run your lighting system here, your
Got it,
fridge
okay.
on a distribution box, and that's also the time that you're going to plug in your wire right here on this little car right here using an M6 bolt, run directly to the starter battery and ground to the chassis of the vehicle.
Okay, awesome. And then this is the whole Red Arc system here. You also offer one with the Renogy?
So the Renogy system, it's more a straightforward system, more on the budget-friendly side.
Okay.
The Red Arc has more feature, but this one does the job. So on this guy right here, you turn this guy a little on right here. So when this one's on, you have your aux beam. So aux beam is basically your distribution box.
Okay.
That's where all your 12 volt, all your lights goes to. And then you have a Renogy 1 core also here that you can tell how much power are you taking from the sun and how much power you're taking from your alternator.
Okay.
So it's just two system, more budget friendly, and Red Arc more features if you want really to dial in your power.
Okay. And then so this is 200 amp hours, right? Like these 2 packages, and then you said it goes up to 600?
Yes.
Can you show me how that?
So what we do is you can combine our right here on the Ford Maverick.
Okay.
So this one, if you want to keep your visual from when you're driving, to have a window and then a back window on the side so you can see in the back, we put it under the bed.
Got it. Okay.
So we technically do the bottom of the bed. You can fill 2 batteries down here. Now you have 400 amp.
Yeah.
And you can pair it together with the Powerwall
With the top
system.
on. Okay.
So now you have 600 amp hour.
Okay. And what are the prices of, I guess the Red Arc system and the Renogy system?
So the Renogy system, you're starting at 4,200.
42, okay.
And for the Red Arc system, it's 5,700.
Okay, and then do you offer just the flat pack battery as well?
Yes, we do. So if you already have a system that you already have in your truck, like an inverter or whatever system that you have, you can definitely just get our RTE battery. So it's our Ultra Boost 200 amp hour.
Yeah.
You can definitely put that behind the seat of your truck.
Okay.
Because a lot of guys, especially working a 5-foot bed, like storage is always a premium.
Yeah.
So you could definitely put 2 of this guy behind the back seat of a Tacoma.
Right.
Or any like tight space that your typical like big battery brick that won't fit.
Yeah, that's what I really like about this system is that it's so flat and it just fits so perfectly behind the cab of the truck to where it just makes sense almost to where it really maximizes the amount of space. And especially on these mid-sized trucks that space is very limited. And so if you want to have 200, 400, 600 amp hours of battery, and if you do the regular brick style batteries, you're taking up a ton of space.
The whole entire back.
Yes, it's pretty much your bench that, but you can have the whole back wall that is suited for that. And then let's go back to this drawer system you have here.
Yes.
Does this fit in SUVs at all?
Yep.
You know?
So this fits in a 4Runner.
Okay.
The cool thing with this system is we have like a quick release underneath it, so you can move it either on the passenger side or the driver's side.
Okay.
We're creating like a flat plate right now for 4Runner.
Yeah.
So the really cool thing with this kitchen, you can see everything is so compact. On the back of this kitchen, you have your 2 Dometic 3-gallon tank, and so when your fridge is also up front, so everything is here. It's a 25-liter fridge, and when you open this guy right here, you have your sink, you have your induction top, and using this pretty cool Dometic faucet, now you have your sink.
Sweet. And then I'm assuming, because there's obviously power being ran to this, is it like a quick disconnect to be able to pull it in and out?
So you could definitely we're going to offer an Anderson connections.
Okay.
So also on the back. But currently, since this is a prototype, we are running extension cord from the pure sine inverter.
Okay.
Goes down to that little cutout right there on that side. It goes on the back of the fridge.
Okay.
So a cool thing with this system, yes, you see 2 outlets up front.
Yeah.
But on the bottom of the 2,000 watt pure sine inverters, there's two outlets. So 1 outlet powers those 2, but you can also, on the small little cutout right there, you can plug in a 90-degree extension cord that you can extend your power from the vehicle.
Cool, awesome. And then how much is the drawer system here?
Drawer system, we're still figuring out the costs. We want to make sure we can pass the saving to all the consumers. We want to make sure that we dial that one.
Okay. In terms of the power wall, are you going to be making that for like SUVs at all?
SUVs, he might be down the pipeline, but we don't know yet.
Yeah.
We're pretty open. That's why we go to Overland Expo to get like feedbacks on some of the consumers. Like, hey, do you want this?
Yeah.
Do you want this? And that's where we develop product.
Awesome.
So Overland Expo is like a perfect expo to really talk to consumers and what do they want, and that's when we develop product.
Yeah, and you get a lot of feedback.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people are in the comments on this video usually say, like what they like and don't like about it as well. And a lot of people don't realize that companies do see those comments and they are open to making changes if it makes sense, of course, within production.
And all of our products, like for example, this RTE kitchen, they're laser cut bend weld in Las Vegas.
Okay.
So we have control of like how can we change it. Like, so if you want to change it really quick, talk to fabricators, we change it right away. So that's why we're pretty fast in developing products.
Nice.
Like last year, it was different. Now this year, everything you see, the whole back's different.
Yeah, of course. And that's what's really cool about manufacturing within the US is if you need to make a change, you can make a change today instead of, it usually takes like months when if you have something being developed overseas.
Yeah, so for us, actually, I designed this whole system myself.
Okay.
And we work with all of the local companies in Las Vegas area. So it's just a matter of like going right on a bike real quick, talk to them like, hey, I want to change this bend. So if you look at this setup right here, we did a lot of changes before we went to Overland Expo.
Yeah.
So now before the water tank was on the side, now we changed it towards the back. So now it's more slimline. It's easier to hop in inside a camper.
Well, how can people find more information about you?
So they can follow us on RTE_USA for our Instagram. That's where we post some of our behind the scene of manufacturing. We update the platform basically every day or every week, whatever changes. They can check out our website at www.roughtrailsequipment.com so they can take advantage of all the info right there.
Awesome. Cool. Well, thank you.
Thanks, Braxton.
Hey, this is Ben from TRUKD. Today I want to show you our A-Series Bedracks. Our A-Series Bedracks are all stainless steel. They're designed to hold as much weight as possible for the beds. Most beds can't take more than 400 pounds, so the weight rating on this rack is 400 pounds. It takes all of the same accessories our original T-Series racks could take, so the MOLLE side pods, the hinge kits, accessory panels, awning mounts, you know, and many, many more.
So your original T-Series, that was where you'd see it would be like more vertical.
Yep.
And that was more compatible. That was made because it was compatible for tonneau covers, correct?
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So the A-Series is designed to work without tonneau covers or with tonneau covers with T-slot tracks. So like retracts or roll and lock or the new back revolver X4 TS.
Okay, so you're saying there are specific tonneau covers that can still work with this, right?
There's very specific ones. Yeah. The other one's much more universal. Works with a lot more tonneau covers.
Yeah.
This one's a smaller subset.
Okay, cool. So with Truk, what makes you guys different than other bed racks?
A couple things. So one, just the ridiculous modularity. You can upgrade and change your rack by just buying a couple parts off our website.
Okay.
So say you start with a base rack of either series and you want to change something, you can buy a couple parts and change the build of the rack.
So what exactly would be like a base series?
So you could take like a base T-Series rack.
Yeah. What does it all include or look like or anything?
So
like
a base rack is basically 4 uprights, 2 crossbars, and depending on the height, maybe front to back connectors as well.
Okay, so the base, like the bare minimum of what a rack is.
Right.
Okay.
And everything's kind of built so that you can build up as you go, whether that's changing the rack height or structure.
Okay.
Or designed in a way that you want to start adding more accessories. So you want to add accessory panels on the side. You can start with fixed panels and then go to a hinge panel. Nothing's set in stone when you start.
What's nice is that somebody can, if they can't afford the full-fledged rack like their dream rack from you, they can start with the base, which is the bare minimum, and then over time they can add the different accessories on there.
Yeah, and obviously part of that is just, like you said, kind of a financial piece of it. You can kind of add parts as you grow in the industry or in the hobby, or it's your needs may change. So for example, like on the T-Series racks, if you start with like a less expensive, soft, fold out type of rooftop tent, that works great with the lower racks.
Okay.
But then maybe you really get into it and you want to spend a little bit more money on a wedge style or clamshell style, something that's longer that might need to extend over your roof, then you might want to upgrade to a different style or height rack based on your needs changing.
Got it.
Same thing, like, maybe you get into canoeing or kayaking or something like that. And you need something high enough that goes over your cab. You can switch a couple components out and upgrade your system.
Okay, so just to reiterate, you do make racks, or you have the option that it's like half the height, so that basically what you're saying, if you were to mount something on top, you're going to hit the cab, but that is if you want something to be half height. So you have different heights of the rack. Is it like unlimited amount of heights, or is it just like you have different
a little
steps?
bit of both.
Yeah.
So we have the base rack versions themselves. We have a 6-inch, 12-inch, 18-inch, 24-inch on a T-Series.
Okay.
On the A-Series, we have a 10.5-inch, a 16.5-inch, and a 22-inch.
Okay. So that 22 and 24 is the top, like at hitting the very top
cab height. Yeah.
And then you have kind of like maybe 2, 3, or 4
so,
options
it depends on the rack series. But on each series, basically there's 3 sizes of uprights.
Yeah.
With the T-Series, you have the different bar end brackets that allow you to go up higher with the riser bracket versus just a kind of 90-degree bracket. The difference between the T-Series and the A-Series is the T-Series is fixed height, fixed length.
Okay.
Right. So that's one of the reasons that makes the A-Series super strong is there's just less connections.
Got it.
It's a ridiculously simple rack.
Yeah.
Where the T-Series rack, there's a lot more connections to it. But what that gives you is the ability to adjust the height every 2 inches up and down, and the ability to expand it front to back. So the value of, like I said, the T-Series racks are designed to work with tonneau covers.
Yeah.
So the ability to expand or contract it, like lengthwise,
Yeah.
allows you to set the rack in a way that your trifold covers can fold correctly.
Got
or
it.
Diamondbacks work the best, or whatever type of cover you're running.
Yeah.
It allows you to set the rack in a position that works the best with your cover.
Got it. Okay, so really it sounds like your racks almost have like an unlimited amount of possibilities of different configurations to where if somebody has a very specific need, you're able to adjust the rack to fit that need.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. We have relatively few parts, but because of the way we can combine and switch and like, you know, it's all the permutations of a small number of parts.
Yeah.
Allows you to do so many different things.
Okay.
And that's what really makes our rack special.
Okay, awesome. So, yep, you were going to say?
So the other thing that makes our rack super special is the materials, right?
Okay.
So we use all of our structural components are stainless steel.
Okay.
You know, being from Pittsburgh, we want to keep rust out of
course,
out of our vocabulary. So, rust is our
You're combating that a lot. I know you have a new truck here. Your previous truck, you had a rack on there that was running for how long? Or
I mean, I switch stuff out every once in a while to test different things.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of the same components actually switched over from my old truck to the new truck.
Oh, okay.
Actually, almost this entire rack was on my 3rd gen.
So with that, are your racks universal? I guess the better question is, how universal are your racks? Like, let's say, because you were on a 3rd gen Tacoma and then you went to a 4th gen and you were able to directly put it on there.
Yeah, the difference in bed width on the length is almost the same on the 3rd to 4th gen, and the bed width is only off by about a ½ an inch.
Okay.
And the way we design our racks with the crossbars is there's adjustment in them, for width.
Yeah.
So depends on which kind of truck you're switching from and to.
Yeah.
But in a lot of cases, you can switch our racks from one truck to another.
Got it.
Especially the adjustable length versions on the T-Series.
Yeah.
You can switch from a Colorado to a Tacoma to a Gladiator to whatever, and adjust it just a little bit, and it works.
Yeah, and if it is a little bit of an oddball where it doesn't directly fit, you may need to only buy 1 or 2 components to help make it fit.
Exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
it might be the bed mounting system might change a little bit, so you get utility nuts versus a bed clamp.
Okay.
You know, it might cost you $50 or less, and it's an easy switch.
Okay, so really though, what it sounds to me is like you buy this rack once, and as long as you have trucks in your life, you can have the rack forever because it's going to last forever.
That's the goal, yeah. We set out to build a rack, especially once we switched everything to stainless.
Yeah.
We really set out to build a rack that was going to last longer than your truck.
Okay, that's awesome.
And in Pittsburgh, trucks don't last very long. So
yeah, the rack is going to last longer than multiple trucks.
Right, yeah.
Okay. So one thing we haven't touched on, of course, we haven't seen the rack in use and all of that. You have all of the different accessories. Can you take me through all the different features and functions that you have on this rack?
Yeah. So this is on this truck, this is our A-Series 22-inch rack. It's got most of all the bells and whistles on it.
Okay.
So what this rack has, and you can kind of see behind me, it's got what we call Molly side pods.
Okay.
So these pods, they hang off of the front to back connector, and then they connect into the brackets on the side.
Okay.
And what this allows you to do is on the inside, you can, I've Pelican cases mounted on the inside, so I have dry storage. On both sides, I've got a bigger one on the one side and a smaller one on the other. But it's full dry storage. So I put my bedding for the tent, I put pillows, I put my chairs, I put all my stuff kind of in there. But then what's really cool about them is on the outside, you can also mount other gear on the outside of the pod, right?
Right.
So I've got like a Milwaukee Packout case with all my recovery gear, fire extinguisher, 5-gallon water tank from Midnight Forest, propane. I've got another Milwaukee Packout mount on the front side for all my stakes and ratchets and stuff to tie things down.
Yeah.
So that's a really, really cool feature that I think we're the only ones that really offer something quite like this.
Yeah. You have a like
functional.
unlimited amount of ways to mount different things, like so many different customizations and setups and like.
Well, it's all about utilizing the space better, right?
Yeah.
So like with most bed racks, like you can mount stuff on the outsides,
right?
Which is fine and great,
yeah.
But the pros and cons of mounting stuff on the outside, if you're going down a tight trail, you got a lot of trees or rocks, you don't want to be banging your stuff and having it all fall off. So this is a way to utilize that space that's typically going unused between like basically above the bed rail, below the crossbars of your rack.
Got it.
So it's just unused space. Now it's way more useful. And then what's really cool about that too is you still can mount stuff on the outside. Although I typically recommend people mount more hardy things like shovels and axes on the other side of my shovel and axe.
Hardy because if you hit it on something, it's okay.
If your traction board's a good one to mount out here as well, if you want to do that. If they get scraped by trees or rocks or whatever,
they'll be fine.
Not gonna hurt.
Yeah.
So this is our panel. We have what's really cool about our accessory panels is we use this this pattern. It's got 1/4-20 slots. It's got the inch, I think they're 1.25 holes.
Yeah.
It's a 2-inch spacing vertically and then 2.5-inch horizontally.
Okay.
And it's the same spacing across the entire panel. We were once again one of the first to kind of do this style of panel. A lot of folks, you know, when we got into the business, a lot of folks were creating these panels with very specific mounting points for this is where your Rotopax goes, and this is where your this thing goes, and that's where your other thing goes. So, and then they were also losing a lot of space to where it mounts to the rack.
Okay.
So what this design for a pattern does is it allows you, you know, back to the T-Series rack, it allows you to do the adjustment. So the rack can mount anywhere, you know, basically from the edge to where the center stiffener piece is.
Got it.
So you've got a lot of like adjustment space in the way it mounts to the rack, which is definitely a kind of a unique piece of this panel. Super useful panels. We like the Agency 6 handles. Agency 6 shovels mount on it pretty well too.
Okay.
But if you want to use like Rhino Rack Stoets or whatever, it's just a super versatile mounting kind of pattern.
Yeah.
So what's cool about this panel too is we added our hinge kits to it. So there's 2 latches here, and these are actually our older version latches. We have an upgraded one that latches even better than these.
Okay.
But the 2 latches allow you to open the panel and then get access to that gear.
Awesome.
In the MOLLE side pod. If you don't have the MOLLE side pod, you can reach into your bed and grab stuff out that way. It's just another way to get to your gear when you're out on trail.
Okay.
What's really cool about the hinge kits, we use 90-pound struts. So if you do decide you want to put Rotopax on the panel, and actually what we've seen a lot of our customers do more recently is they'll put their Rotopax on the inside of the panel, especially if they're not running all of what I'm running. But they'll put their Rotopax on the inside of the panel. So like I said before, it's not getting hit by trees and rocks and everything else when you drive down the trail. So they'll open this up, they'll be able to drop their Rotopax out, grab their water, gas, diesel, whatever.
Are the panels lockable?
Not currently.
Okay.
We're working on a lock kit for them.
Awesome. Okay.
Don't know when it'll come out, but it's been an idea stewing my brain now for far too long.
Okay. Yeah, because I can see people, you're creating a cubby to where you can't access anything in there, especially like the Pelican case, so that way you can just lock that and it's away and you don't have to worry about your gear being out, which I think is really cool because like, yeah, it's a bed rack, you can mount a whole bunch of stuff to it, but everything's exposed and like you can still get to it. So having at least like, oh yeah, I can see it, but if it's locks, then it prevents people from getting it.
Not that this is wonderful, perfect security, but what we did do is, compared to some of the other hinging side doors on the market, what we tried really hard to do was to make it as like hidden as possible.
Yeah.
So our hinge kits, as you know, like most people when they walk up to the rack, they don't even notice that it opens.
Yes.
That provides you a little bit of non-direct, I guess, security.
It's a deterrent at least a little bit. Yeah.
And I think, and we did it because we think it looks cooler.
Yeah.
So the cool look is something that definitely goes for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just pop the 2, as you can, I guess, kind of see in the video, it's the whole hinge kit is hidden by the panel really well.
Right.
But yeah, the kind of cool piece too, we did the 2 latches.
Okay.
And so the reason we did the 2 latches is, once again, a lot of our competitors that run panels like this don't have latches.
Yeah.
So the latches, like if you're once again running down a trail, you got trees on the side, you got branches. Like if a branch happens to snag one of the holes and try to pull it open, the latches keep it closed, right?
Got it.
So you're not going to run down the road, have your Goaway open up and then smash off on a tree.
Yeah.
So the other thing about it is because we did 2 latches, there's 2 separate latches. So then same thing if you're running down a trail and a branch hits one of them, the other's still locked. So it's highly unlikely for it to ever open up while you're driving.
Yeah.
And that's something we had done a lot of research and we read a lot of forum posts on some of our competitors' racks, and that was a problem we had noticed that people had. So we wanted to do this to fix a problem.
Nice. Awesome.
Also, it's just kind of cool feature. It's got a lead-in chamfer here, so you can just close it and that one snugged a little bit,
Yeah,
but
that's fine.
That's something we improved on the new upgraded latches.
Yeah, that's one thing I do want to point out is the fact that like open it up again.
Yep.
And then just close it. Watch how fast this is. So one thing that really annoys me with a lot of latch systems and closing systems is that you have to close it, hold it, and then like lock two latches in order to close it or keep it latched. What I really love about this system is that you close the panel and then it's latched. It's done. So it's
super fast.
It's like a very minor thing, but I've noticed it on my stuff to where I'm like, this should just latch when I close it. It's just an extra step I don't want to do. Like, it's just annoying.
Yeah, it's all about ease and use, and we want to make it so like I've got a whole bunch of drinking water in there right now. So if I get off on a trail and I need some water, I open it, grab my water bottle out, close it, I'm back on the trail.
And you're done. Awesome. And then you were talking about this awning mount.
So this is our new. It's mounted on the side of my tent right now. We're working on a kit to add basically a third crossbar mount to the rack.
Okay.
It's coming soon. But this is our new shower awning swing out.
Okay.
So say you have a shower awning, Jeeps, Toyotas, whatever. If the shower awning's just mounted up here and you open it, then you're kind of fighting your fender for space in your shower, and you're rubbing up against your truck. It's not super fun. So we worked with TRUKD. Those guys called us and they're like, hey, we really want to see this. It works for their awnings, works for everybody else's, most everybody else's awnings as well. But they were the first to ask, so we really like working with those guys. So we wanted to move the shower awning away from the truck. If you have it like on a 4Runner or SUV, you can put it in a place where if you mount it over your driver door, it swings out, opens up your driver door, and then goes kind of by the passenger door. A lot of people like that because they can put the window down, reach in, grab their towel or whatever out from the inside of the truck. On a truck like this just moves it out away from the truck, so you can still access your panel, everything else here. Your shower awning's out, kind of out in this space. And you're not fighting your fender, your tire as you're taking a shower.
Awesome. Yeah, I really like that just because the shower awnings are already small as is. And so like you said, with it fighting your fender, this really puts it away. And this is a universal product. You don't need a bed rack.
No.
This isn't even mounted to your bed rack to be able to use. So anybody that has a system and a way to mount their awnings or shower awnings, you can just use this.
And what we tell people with this product specifically is like all those shower awnings are to come with their own mounts. And what this product does is it just sandwiches between the mounts that come with the awning and the awning itself. So you put it in between, and you have the functionality.
So basically, if you already have a shower awning mounted, you can use that system. Because it's already mounted.
It's already there. And what's really cool about this too is, if you go to our website and you buy it, we have the option to do a left-hand swing or right-hand swing, driver, passenger, however you want to say it. But it's flip-floppable. So like, we do that just so we can build it and have it set up for you when you get it. But say you decide you want to change it later down the road, all the holes and everything are in the part that you can flip-flop it around.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So it's a 10-minute job. You pull some parts out, you flip-flop them to the other side, you take the hinge out, you put the hinge on the other side, and now it flips the other way.
Nice. Okay, so it's definitely, if you have an idea of like, I would like it on this side, and then you're like, oh wait, I don't like it on this side, you can easily put it to the other side and then flip it. That's
or
cool.
Even if you kept on the same side, but you decided, hey, I want it flipping forward instead of flipping backwards.
Got it. Okay.
You can do that, and it's pretty easy.
Awesome.
I guess talking about this component a little bit more. There's 3 or 4 other companies that make them, and it was kind of a situation where we had customers. We had like TRUKD from Daniel from TRUKD, and others were asking for one that was sturdier. So the others on the market, they have a little bit of flex in them. They're not bad products, that people just don't like the flex in them. So the real special sauce in the way that this one is designed is we use a fully boxed kind of mainframe. So we did a lot of research looking at the way where flex was happening. And most of the flex in the shower awning swing outs were all happening in this main back frame, right? The shower awning has like usually has a piece of extrusion on the back. So the shower awning itself doesn't flex too much. It's just usually the flex is basically from the hinge back in this piece. And so that fully boxed frame is what gives it just a ridiculous amount of strength.
Nice. Awesome. So in terms of your accessories on the bed rack, because I know the shower awning mount was more of a universal product. Do you have any accessories? Let's say somebody has a bed rack with a different manufacturer. Do any of your accessories work with other bed racks by any chance?
Let me show them to you. The first one that works with most everybody else's is our traction board mount. got a million different options to mount to your rack. It's designed with slots in it, so it doesn't, it works for Max Tracks, but it also works for your Amazon, traction boards.
Yeah.
I carry Amazon traction boards, but it allows you to adjust where the pins are to adjust to the right part.
Okay.
So that's a pretty universal part. We've got tie down points. This one will mount on a Prinsu rack or anything else. Little triangle tie down points. So you put a little hook in it, ratchet strap, whatever. You can tie down your gear.
Okay.
Same thing with this. This is more of a load stop mount.
Yeah.
So you can flip flop it, high side or short side. You don't want to put too much crazy tension on these, but they're really good. Say you want to put a Gazelle tent on your rack.
Mm-hmm.
You could put a couple of these up, gives it keeps it from sliding side to side, strap over it. It's a good option for something like chairs or a Gazelle tent or something softer that you want to scrunch down a little bit more. And a great pairing with the tie down points is our mounted ratchet strap. So same thing, this will mount to your crossbars. Mm-hmm. It's got a retractable ratchet in it, so you just pull this out, snap it on the other side, hit the auto retract, and then a little bit of tension, and you're good to go.
Awesome.
And just being able to mount this directly to your rack and not have to deal with two sides is something a lot of folks really
and it's on your rack, and you don't have to dig through a box of trying to find ratchet straps. It's ready to go.
Exactly. Yeah, and this is our second version of it.
Okay.
The first version was a little smaller. The bracket was a little bit different,
Mm-hmm.
but we added this second plate in, so it can hold a whole bunch more weight.
Awesome.
The testing we did with this, we did the 24 Hours of Appalachia rally in West Virginia.
Yeah.
So we had 2 of these and 2 tie-down points. We put a 35-inch spare on a 6-inch bed rack and strapped it down.
Nice.
And went 24 hours with it. We actually popped a tire halfway through the rally and had to
use
all that. We had to use it. But it's we did some kind of fun testing with this guy.
Well, I'm just going back to your bed rack. I'm just reiterating on your bed racks are fully customizable, and for anybody's situation, scenario, if they have different stuff, can somebody call in and basically, here's my gear list.
Mm-hmm.
Here are the different things that I want to carry. Would you guys be able to help them build out a rack?
Oh, definitely. We do that. Probably more than half of our customers call in. You talk to me or Joe, and we'll help you figure out exactly what you need or what will or won't work with what you already have.
Awesome.
We can tell you and then we can offer suggestions. If something doesn't work, we can offer suggestions to say hey, this is maybe a better fit. This is, and we'll help you get it all set up and put together.
Awesome.
Rooftop tents, almost every rooftop tent works with our rack. So we've never had an issue where those didn't fit, but
sweet.
Tonneau covers, it's a little bit trickier.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that would be tonneau covers. They can definitely call in and see if which ones fit on this rack versus the other, or what rack they need.
And a lot of that's very truck specific as well. So you got to have the right fit between the truck, the tonneau, and the rack.
Got it.
And so that's where rely on us. We've been doing this for a while now.
Nice.
We have a very large spreadsheets with all the data, and we can help you out.
Awesome. How can people find more information about you?
GetTrucked.com, or you can follow us on Instagram or Facebook at GetTrucked.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Brian. I'm with Flated. Today we're at the Overland Expo SoCal. Very first time having one of these events in this location. We're best known for our inflatable truck toppers. So a few years back, my buddies and I from the paddleboard industry, we were very familiar with inflatable paddleboards. We thought about what else we could make with it, so we invented the world's first and original inflatable truck topper. Now, 3 years later, we have about 16 different sizes, different versions to fit more trucks. Today, you're looking at a full-size Silverado, 6.5 foot bed, or no, this is a 5.5 foot bed. It's 5.7 actually. And this is our new version. This is our cab high version, so a little bit more of a sleeker look, fits the contours of the vehicle more. Actually, it's helping gas mileage on a lot of vehicles compared to an open bed truck. But really the whole idea is being able to quickly inflate. It comes from a bag that looks like this, so about 40 pounds, and then you inflate it, and then it creates the topper. You can easily install it by yourself, and there's no tools required. So it's basically cam strapped into the tie down points on the truck. So you don't have to have any full-time mounted rails or anything on the vehicle the whole time. And then inside here, this is our air deck. So this is a system where we can create a raised platform that's sitting on the inflatable legs. People always ask us how much weight that this can hold, and we've pulled four-wheelers up on it and different things. So over 900 pounds has been on that, no problem. And same thing with the topper. We have 4 D-rings on the top, on the roof, so you can actually tie down paddleboards, kayaks, or other things like that. And then the other thing people ask is, what is inside of this? So drop stitch inflatable, all these fibers connect the top sheet and the bottom sheet. And the top sheet and bottom sheet is a PVC, similar to what you'd see in an inflatable paddleboard, inflatable kayaks, different things like that. It's been used for a long time. We just did it in a different way and making something different. As well, we made some booth furniture a couple of years ago just for our own purposes, and that's actually available on our site now. Very popular for seasonal dock furniture, patio furniture, boats, camping, RVs. And then if we come over a little bit further, we got a demonstration of our air carrier. That's our third primary product. And that is an inflatable rooftop cargo box that will simply attach to your crossbars. You can load it up with as much gear as little. This one's actually not attached at the moment because we're just still setting up, but basically these built-in straps we'd wrap around the crossbars and then cinch it down tight and you're good to go at highway speeds. The original version of our topper was our mid-rise. So you can see that one's a little bit taller, creating a little bit more headroom for sleeping, camping, anything like that. And that one also we have in all of our different sizes. This one's our mid-size short, so a 5-foot bed on a Colorado, but that's universal to a 5-foot Tacoma and a bunch of the other mid-size trucks as well. The new Ranger, Raptor, and some of those we also have new sizes for. And if you want any further information, you can find our website is flated.com. We also have all the social channels and more in-depth, long-form content on our Flated YouTube page.
Hey, I'm Craig with Kuat, and today we are showing you off our Kuat panel kit. So this is a system for the 3rd and 4th generation Tacoma short bed that you can purchase our Ibex Bedrack system and incorporate this accessory, which is a modular cap system. So the panel kit includes all 4 sides and the roof. This is a lockable door with weatherproof seals here that keep the moisture and the dust out. The roof is not load bearing, which is really neat. So whether you have this system constructed in the bed rack form or capped out with the panel kit, you can always do 1,200 pounds static weight. So it's always set up for your rooftop tent, your kayak, your bike, all the goodies. The Ibex system is really modular, so definitely check that out. Coming over here, this is a product we showed at SEMA, but it's going to be out later this year. This is a line of platform racks from Kuat. We have Toyota specific direct mount fitments for your 3rd and 4th generation Tacomas, your 5th generation 4Runner, your Lexus GX 550, and then the new LC 250. You'll have direct mount ports. We'll have universal SKUs as well. The lit version, you'll notice that we have a lit front shroud that's in collaboration with Diode Dynamics. We'll also have one without lights that's just still the same industrial design. Look for this out this summer. This is the Kuat deck. Over here, you'll be able to see the non-lit version, still with the same aluminum extrusions that give you that direct OE look and feel, with a ton of different features with sliding crossbars to account for a sunroof, ample T-channels to mount boxes, handles, all your gear. This is the Kuat deck. This is the newest rack from Kuat. We showed it at the Sea Otter Classic last month. This is the Kuat Ion. This is 100 pounds per tray. This rack is burly. Has our classic signature foot pedal, hand tight cam system,
to reduce all the rattle when you're attaching it to your hitch. What size of bike tires can this hold? This can hold up to a 5-inch tire, and is raked out as 55 plus inches. What does that cover? That covers big downhill bikes. That covers cargo bikes. That covers your Super 73 bikes. Like I said, 100 pounds per tray. This thing is loaded and ready to go. It does have a license plate mount and a light bar that will click in to run through your trailer harness to give you brake lights, turn signals, and just all the time running lights. These chocks will move and slide to better hold the wheels from articulating back and forth. The chocks are able to slide up and down to fit and really conform around your tires. And if you have a really, really heavy bike, this folds down and we have a ramp that clicks in to allow for loading and unloading. Again, this is the Kuat Ion. It will be available this fall. Go to Kuat.com, go to your local Kuat dealer.
Hey, this is Ryan with Nuthouse Industries. Today I'd like to show you our Nutshell XL. It's an all aluminum construction canopy for the pickups. We offer them for the Gladiators, the mid-size, the full-size. Full aluminum construction, powder coated. Everything's on gas struts. We have options for molly panels on the inside, back wall. We have maxed out storage box here. We have some molly panels on the other side that could be interchanged with the storage box. Over here in this storage box, we have some dividers, we have some back panels, some top panels, some propane holders. You can kind of set these up at whatever interval you want using this tap system on the back wall. And then you can just use a bungee cord to keep stuff isolated. We leave this panel nice and broad, so if you want to put some solar ports or a water port, good spot to do all that. On top of this, we have our crossbar tower system. It goes from an 80-20 extrusion 1x3 down to L-track, real common L-track, so lets you adapt to that. And then we have our awning brackets that work up there. Our racks have integrated electric packages, so we got some floodlights, some CHMSLs. We offer a lot of interior lighting on them. We can do some switches up here on the sides. A lot of different options here. Over here on the Gladiator, we have our what we call the hard deck. And then we have a rack on top of that hard deck. So this 5-inch hard deck gives us a little more storage. It lets us put ARB 63-quart fridge on here. And then that'll slide up under there. So on this unit, we got some passive air vents on the very front. We have some other vented louvers. So when you do put your fridge back here, you should get enough ventilation to keep that cool. We've kind of integrated front runner table here. And then whole thing kind of shuts like this. Your electric locking tailgate kind of secures all that. On top of there, we have a 40-inch spare. We have molly plates and Rotapack options here, propane mounts that we make. And then again, we have our storage box with different options available inside of that. On our Ram 2500, we have one of our standard height Bedracks, all aluminum, fully welded, powder coated. We have a coiling cover here. And then above that, we have what we call our tire shelf option. So that allows the coiling cover to go in and out. Stores a 40-inch spare, stores our storage box and more propane. You can do a lot of different loadouts with that system. Usually there's good tie-down systems, so you could do firewood or roam boxes or different things like that. And then here's another one of our bed slides. You can see we got L-track welded on top of that, a rubber mat. Now if you come around to this other side, we've put a 20-gallon water tank up where the spare used to be. And then these are our ports to get into that. So you would fill through one port, get water out the other. And then another storage box, a couple different mounts inside of there. So we have options for most vehicles. Give us a call at the shop or look us up at nuthouseindustries.com.
Hey guys, this is Rafael here at Stark, Florida at the Save Expo. And I am with Tula Pro. We are a bed rack manufacturer out of Orlando, Florida. And right now we have 3 displays of our mid-rack system. We do have another one that did not make it to the show, but we manufacture full steel bed rack systems, length adjustable, height adjustable, and width adjustable. The mid-racks solely are not height adjustable, but they sit at about 12.5 inches off the bed rail. Our height adjustable has 3 height options, 17, 20, and 23. And as well, if you do have a tonneau cover with a T-slot rail, we do offer our bases with T-slot rails as well. Check us out at www.tulapro.com or on Instagram at Tula Pro. Come and see us.
Hi, I'm Sam, founder of Nomad Kitchen Co. So this is our LT series. So stands for long, truck, tailgate, whatever you want to fill in the blanks there. It's just shy of 5 feet long. And we did that because we wanted to be a universal fit for pretty much any pickup. So you got a Gladiator or a Frontier or Ranger with these really short 5 foot beds, this thing fits fine. You got a longer bed, you got a 6 foot, 6.5 foot, 8 foot bed. It fits great too.
Yeah.
You just have like a little storage space behind it.
Right.
But it's universal, so
Okay.
it doesn't really matter. Right here in this configuration, we've got a pop-up camper. So what they've done is they've stacked them and created a bench.
Okay,
or
so
really a
there's
couch.
There's two essentially in the
Yes.
system here.
Yeah, so with the kitchen on the bottom here.
Yeah.
And then full drawer on the top. Pulls all the way up.
Okay. And that's all storage, right?
Yeah, and this is all storage. You can, they got all
Okay.
sorts of gear.
Yeah.
You can fit a lot in here. People are hard pressed to fill it even.
Yeah.
So there's always if there's a will, there's a way. You can
course.
always fill it. The nice part about this is if you have a pop-up camper, you've now got a couch.
Yeah.
That's pretty great. It's not many ways options for something like that. And it fits in any bed. You can, if you just have one side, you can just add a couple D-rings. We carry those. We got you set up. They come with self-tapping screws. You just pop them right in. And then you still get those benefits of the takeout when you need to like move some mulch or gravel or, furniture or whatever. And you still have your kitchen when you need it.
Yeah, I was talking to the owners because I'm in the middle of thinking about getting a truck camper.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, why didn't you get something like with the kitchen inside?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we still want our truck to be a truck and to be able to remove everything.
Exactly.
So we didn't want anything permanent built in, and we still want the space. And I do like this because it's on a mid-sized truck, and mid-sized trucks with 5 foot beds are super limited on space. And just having kind of like that drawer and the bench on the side there, there's a lot of it feels way more open than I have been in other similar campers.
Yeah, you don't really lose your bed.
Yeah.
And even if you don't have a camper, and there's a nice photo on the poster here that we can scan, you can put them next to each other in a mid-size, and then it's just a nice platform.
Yeah. Right.
And the exterior is coated in this bed liner material. Okay. It's not scratchy big chunks and globs of stuff, so it's not gonna tear your clothes or ruin your gear.
Yeah.
But it's still protecting the system for when you're dragging it in and out on your bed liner.
Right.
So it's really nice in that feature. And if you have a full-size truck, there's another option for a layout too. You can push them against the wheel wells, and then you get a nice little pass-through in between, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And I can see, because you said it's just under 5 foot in the longer beds, what I would probably do is put a water jug in that back.
Exactly. We carry a couple different faucet options.
Okay.
But we also have these quick connect extension hoses for water.
Yeah.
So you can put a water tank in the back, battery in the back, whatever you need.
Yeah.
It's just kind of convenient. You're not losing your bed. You get to cook outside.
Yeah.
And this isn't just limited to a pickup truck.
Right.
It works great in a cargo van. Even a Transit Connect.
Yeah.
It's fantastic in there. Or a big Sprinter. You can do that too. You can put this under your, the bed platform in a Sprinter. It's an awesome setup. Or in, we said, in a large SUV or a 4Runner or something in that mid-size also makes a great platform if you don't have if you're not using your rear seats.
Yeah.
And the other part that I really love is, if you're doing a trailer build or a truck build, if you go with something that's a little shorter and stubbier, you're reaching around behind it.
Right.
This one, especially since it's got this coating, you can just slide your gear back on it.
Right.
You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
And all of our systems are super strong. We rate all the kitchens to 200 pounds in here.
Okay.
And then on the top, we rate them all to 400, 500 on the LT.
Oh,
and with
okay.
2 units, that's 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
What do you need more than that?
Right.
If you're gonna do something more than that, you can also take it out.
Yeah. Which you're gonna overload your vehicle at that point.
And they're lightweight. You know, this is the kitchen here is only 75 pounds.
Oh wow. Okay.
The drawer 60.
Okay.
So the dry weight on this thing is very minimal. You don't need to none of our products are meant to have to modify your vehicle. No, you don't need to upgrade your suspension. You can just put this in a stock vehicle. All of these products in stock vehicles and just hit the road.
Right.
The installation on your very first time may take 20 minutes to figure it out, but once you got it down, like, you can get the whole thing out in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's really easy.
And like I said, that's what I really like, is just being able to take it out and let your vehicle be the vehicle.
Yeah.
Again, the truck, the SUV, or it's not permanent.
Mhm.
So you're not tied to that setup always being in the way. Like, you don't always need a kitchen, but hey, like, I mean, if you have a truck, and I'm thinking of, like, if I had kids, sports games and stuff, if I want to cook out at their game, you can easily do that as well.
Exactly. Yeah. It's great for tailgating. I mean, especially like this. Like, we went to some soccer games in Oakland recently, and just tailgating in the parking lot, cooking up some burgers and hot dogs, and just like having a party out there. It's super fun. So it's not limited to overlanding either. And when I founded the company, I was living with roommates. We only had street parking. I only have only one car. I was like, oh, should I get a Sprinter? Should I get a truck? Should I do this? I don't have room for this. I don't have the money for this. I just had my one daily driver, and I couldn't afford to like permanently impact my rig, So I wanted to have the daily driver that you can also make your adventure mobile.
Awesome.
And that's kind of the whole idea.
So with the drawer systems, you have 3 different sizes.
Correct.
And then you have 2 options per size. So like one with the kitchen and one with the storage.
Yeah. So we have the Nano, our smallest. The original, our kind of medium SUV setup, and the LT, kind of truck and cargo van option, the long one.
Yeah.
And each one of those, they have their own kitchen, and then their own drawer.
Okay.
The original series has half-height drawers and full-height drawer options. So you can do that kind of lower version for mounting a fridge, or like the full platform if you just want storage.
Yeah.
Both the original and Nano are available in that clear finish, or where you can see the wood grain better, or in the black dyed finish.
Okay.
The LT is available just in black, but with clear countertops.
Yeah.
Nice contrast in that. And then this black bed liner exterior on there for the durability.
And then what's the price?
Price range. So our Nano starts at $999 for the kitchen, and the drawer on that one is $500-$600 or something like that. I can't remember exactly. Original series starts at $1249.
Okay.
We got a bunch of different sizes and colors for the drawers, so the prices range from like $500 to $750 or so, depending. And then the LT kitchen is $14.99. Drawer is $12.49.
Okay.
There are add-ons, of course, like if you want faucets and stoves, we got you. If you got your own, bring your own.
Yeah. And then how can people find more information about you?
Yeah, you can find us at nomadkitchenco.com or at Nomad Kitchen Co on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, although we don't post on TikTok that often.
Okay.
And yeah, if you got any questions, like, we are not afraid to like hop on a call with someone. Yeah. Like, if you got questions, you can book a consultation with us.
Okay.
You can come in person, you can set up a video call or a phone call, and we'll walk through the options and get you set up as best we can.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you.
Of course.
My name is Hunt Nasari. I'm here with my company Oztek, and we're showing off a little bit of what we've been working on. So here we have what we're calling the skeletal system. This is a utility slide system for your truck, SUV, trailer. This is what we're looking at here is for a 6.5 bed fitment, but we're going to go all the way down in length increments all the way to just like a fridge slide. So single-handed, you're able to pull this thing in and out for a pretty great extension here. And what's unique about this system is we've taken the utility slide and skeletonized it. And what that means is the bare slide comes as a ladder frame, and then we're going to offer mounting plates for you to accomplish a bunch of different things. So Packout system's great, obviously. So we've got this set up with 2 Packout plates here, and then some flat plates here so you can mount a fridge to the end. But however you want to configure this, we're going to offer that, and we're going to offer some mounting plates for a bunch of the other kind of modular storage systems that are available as well. So this runs on 550-pound slides. We always say 500 pounds, evenly distributed, and we don't have any issues with any of our customers who have been running these things. So this is an all aluminum construction made in Northwest Arkansas by our company and a couple other partners. So that's the skeletal system. And then if we go over here, we're gonna walk over to what we're calling the Burrow utility slide. This is kind of our original product offering, and this is set up directly for the Packout system. So everything clips in and out of here really easily with that pattern. That gives you a flat area here. If you want to mount a fridge to this, you can as well. We've got this kind of extrusion backbone that runs through it. Just drop in one of these D-rings anywhere in the slots, tighten it down and strap down whatever you want. And then the Packout just really ends up being a great way to set up your kitchen setup for me, you know, pots, pans, that sort of deal, you know, my stove on top there, and then crate hanging on the side if you want to use this to store like your dry goods, that sort of deal. This guy, again, has that great extension, one-handed use to open and close it out of the back of your rig. The other unique thing about this slide is we have kind of an internal storage volume, which is going to be perfect for your roto packs, fuel and water containers, or max tracks. There's laser cut holes already to drop in some bolts as pins to keep them in place, will fit within the volume of this slide. So however you want to set that up, you can. There's even lithium setups now that are thin enough to go in that area if you want to do a super bomber 12-volt setup. So anyways, that's a quick overview of some of the products that we're offering with Oztek. You can find us at our website, which is going to be oz-tech.com, and you can get on there if you have any questions. You know, shoot us a message and we'll get you figured out. So thank you.
Hi, my name is Cole with Pool Kitchen, and behind me we are just launching this for Overland Expo West. This is the Pool Kitchen. It is a fully modular slide-out kitchen assembly that compacts to 5 feet, so it fits in the short bed trucks. It is 200 pounds dry weight. It's made out of all aluminum. We built machine all of our pieces in-house. We cut all the sheet metal in-house. It's got a 2-burner 20,000 BTU stove. We successfully boiled water up at 10,000 feet at 9 degrees, no problem. We have 6 gallons of water integrated to this fully on the slide. Everything folds up, and in about a minute flat, you can go from fully collapsed to camping out the wilderness. Who doesn't like that? But legs are optional. You don't need them. We add these on just so this thing, when it's extended, the suspension in the truck will actually squat a little bit. It's on 500-pound slides. All of the prep surface on this is fully detachable. There are wing nuts underneath here that you can unscrew, pull this off, clean it. Huge cutting board on this. Another click, that fully comes out, wash it, and then slide it right back in. Again, super easy to use, tons of prep space. There's lights all over this thing. We have lights on the outside, we have lights in the storage. I even have lights underneath here. When you're outside, you got to see what you're doing. Optional power bank for it, so we can have it fully standalone with power, or you can run into any 12-volt source in your truck. But there's also a fully weatherproof cover that comes with this, so when it's fully collapsed, slide it all in, throw that cover on. You don't need a tonneau cover, you don't need a top camber. You can keep this in the back of your truck and just cook out in the outdoors whenever you want. You spend all this money on a rooftop tent, easy setup. Why not do that with your cooking gear? 2-burner stove like a Coleman is great, but it's 2025. Let's come up with the new times. Let's create something awesome. Go outside, camp, cook, slide everything together, and just go and enjoy the outdoors. If you want more information about our products, go to poolkitchen.com, or you can email us at info@poolkitchen.com. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all the social media channels. Give us a follow. We love it. We're so happy to be here at Overland Expo West, and we'll see you next time.
What's up, everybody? My name is Alex. I'm with Decked, and I'm going to walk you through what we do and what we make. First and foremost, Decked is an American manufacturing company. All of our products are made in USA. We have factories in Ohio that make our drawer systems, and a factory in Utah where we make our cargo glide. So we're going to walk through those products today and show you what we're about. The high level is we're here to keep your stuff organized, safe, secure, and easy to access so that you don't have to crawl into your truck bed anymore. And the first way we do that is with our drawer system. This is kind of our flagship product. This example we're looking at here is for full-size trucks, so it has 2 drawers. The drawers come out pretty far, and what we're looking at inside are cases that we make as well. The drawers are lockable, they are weatherproof, they have nice straight walls so you can fit a lot of gear inside. And these are some examples of our cases. This is our easy access toolbox called the Sixer that comes with a tool tray and has the option to put a divider in it, as well as custom foam that you can cut to size so you can put gear in exactly how you need it to. And then this case here is our half rack. This is a larger case, again, designed to be able to open within the drawer. The one we're looking at here has the dividers optioned. It's super easy to reach the back of the drawer, so you can fit tons of gear all the way back. And instead of traditional drawer slides, we use rubber wheels that are kind of like skateboard wheels. And because of that, they will not degrade over time with the weather. And the heavier your gear is in the drawer, the smoother they roll. So you never have to worry about any issues with weight. The payload for each drawer is 200 pounds per drawer, and the top of the platform can hold 2,000 pounds. So just as another example of some of the things we make here, we've got a drawer organizer tray that comes with drawer systems, as well as some ratchet straps that can be used to anchor to our D-ring tie-down points here at the corners of the drawer system. So where the drawer system installs to the truck uses a steel-to-steel connection, so you can ratchet down anything you want to these D-ring tie-down points, and the turnbuckles mount to your truck's native tie-downs. So installing this whole system does not do anything to your truck's warranty and is a no-drill, very simple hand tools installation. So that, in a nutshell, is the drawer system. Some other things that might be worth noting before we wrap up are that our support footers leave a lot of room here on the side to access the whole side of your vehicle, all the way to wheel well in front and behind. And what we're looking at here are some bins that allow you to store gear in a waterproof manner. So under this pass-through lid are two of our stash bin lids, and you can choose to mount these or you could not. And if you don't want to mount them, then you have free access to the whole space down here. You can see my hand coming through. So you can store a lot of gear here loosely, or you can keep them in these stash bins as well. These lids themselves are also lockable, and that pretty much wraps up the drawer system. What you see on top here is one of our new products called the Cargo Glide 600. We make a version that fits the full width of the bed, as well as this version that fits half the width of the bed. You can mount one on either side, down the middle, or two side by side, which is pretty cool. It has a 600-pound payload at full extension. Glides super easy. We have these T-track rails here and more D-ring tie down so that you can ratchet your gear out to you. And again, you can see how the benefit here is that if you have a cooler or work equipment, you can take it out of your truck without having to crawl into your truck bed. One other interesting accessory we have on this Cargo Glide here is this battle mat, which is a rubberized mat that adds a little extra traction to the top of the Cargo Glide. You can see the brackets that mount the Cargo Glide to the top of the drawer system use these native D-ring tie-down points throughout the system, and therefore it is a drill-free installation as well. So very simple hand tools, and you can install the Cargo Glide on your truck. So the question was, can we use a Cargo Glide without the drawer system? The answer is yes. You can absolutely install Cargo Glide directly into your truck bed. If you install the Cargo Glide directly into the truck bed, that will be a installation that requires drilling, but it is completely possible, and that will be the case for single Cargo Glide 600 or our Cargo Glide 1000, which is the full width Cargo Glide. So yes, you can have just Cargo Glide, just drawer system, or the combo in the truck bed. And worth repeating, DECT is an American manufacturing company, so all of our products are made right here in America. Again, factories are in Ohio and Utah. We offer the same price year-round. We never discount, so you can always get the same fair price that everyone gets every day of the year. And if you want to know more about DECT, please hit us up at DECT.com. We're on all the socials at DECT USA on Instagram, Facebook, DECT USA. You can send us smoke signals. However you want to reach out to us, do so. We will reach out to you. We're happy to send you a little swag pack with some hats and stickers, and we're here to make your life easier and store your gear in a way that you can trust and rely on through good old-fashioned American manufacturing. So thanks for hanging out with us.
Hey guys, my name is Wes, and I'm the founder and president of Forged Authority Off Grid, and we have our new mobile panels and mobile attachments here. And so the whole purpose of this is, unlike Molly's kind of cumbersome with straps and bolts, but we pin out. We have a foot and pin mounting system, and everything comes in and out in seconds. So this is a new accessory that we've come out with, our high lift mount. It sits on a shelf and screws in and nice and tight and secure. So this is our F-150 series. We have side panels and header panels. There's technically 5 panels in this truck right now. So there's rear panels, front panels, and headers. And we can sell those individually or kitted. And we have a series of attachments that go for them. So we have high lift jacks, roto packs, fire extinguisher, tool roll, tool boards that you can outfit however you like with med kits or shovels and axes. Really outfit it for your journey. And the point of mobile is a modular base utility loadout. And so everything comes in and out quickly, and you can reorganize for your adventure. So this is our demonstration wall, but it's also a garage panel that we're playing with. So when you get home from the trails, you know, you can take things out of your truck and organize them in your garage as well. But the whole grid system that we've patented is our pin and foot system. And so you pull a pin and you undo it. The pin is spring loaded. And there you have it. So you can organize your gear as you like, mix and match, take it in and out, and store it at home. The platforms we support right now are Ram and F-150. We're headed towards Toyota and Jeep, but we're also playing with UTVs and boats and trying to make this cross-functional to where you can enjoy it in your truck and enjoy it on the trail with other mediums. So this is our Ram setup, some few different accessories than the others. We have an umbrella for the track or camping, a little gear caddy for kind of your milk crate of goodies, and tool roll and all these other fun accessories. We're going to keep coming out with attachments. We have propane tanks and fishing rod holders on deck to design, and we're pretty excited about it. So keep in touch with us, follow along, forgeauthority.com. We're on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey everybody, it's Corey with BuiltRight Industries here out at the show. We're showing off some of our gear storage and organization equipment. Our main product here is going to be our bedside racks, and this is kind of a take on that. These are going to be 11 gauge steel, powder coated with a durable powder coat. It's going to have our featured block and slot pattern, so you have multiple mounting options within this panel. Here we're kind of showcasing our Milwaukee Packout mounts. Allows you to put a Packout on there nice and easy. Locks it in. These are going to be great. They're super universal. Can mount kind of whatever you want. As you can see, we have a jack handle here with some straps. These are going to be Titan straps. They're a great option for mounting kind of irregularly shaped things. Over on this side, we also have one of our bedside rack panels. This is specifically for the F-150. Mounts utilizing the box link plates on the F-150, and these are actually our box link plates as well. We have a lock here. This is going to be our master lock Python lock here. That just kind of keeps all your gear secure when you may not have a tonneau cover or something on the top there. You can loop that through your stuff and make sure it doesn't go anywhere it shouldn't. Moving down a little bit, we have our quick fist riser mounts. A lot of people are familiar with quick fist, but if you're not, these are the rubber mounts, and then our riser mount portion stands it off of the panel a bit. For something like this shovel at the end, you can see it doesn't contact the bed there. Great for, you know, round handled objects, shovels, axes, things like that. They also come in a few different sizes as well for fire extinguishers, straps, other things of that nature. Bringing that same Molly panel design theory into the cab, there's a lot of unused space on the back of your seat. So we bring a large panel here, rigidly mounted. That's the key thing. So it bolts to the top of the seat, the headrest area. And then kind of behind some of the stuff we have down here, there's a metal bracket that bolts into the seat frame itself. So there's a lot of options out there, but you know, ours is going to be the rigid option. So it's going to keep everything off your seat back and keep it from sliding around or squishing your seat with straps. So it's really going to protect your upholstery and give you just about the most solid platform you can. Next, we have our pouches here. These are going to interface perfectly with our Molly or, you know, mil spec Molly in general. So these are 1000D Cordura with a TPU coating, and then they open and give you two mesh pouches, and a lot of people think, oh, this pouch is upside down. Well, you can see when it's open, you want to have access to that there. So really nice for ratchet straps, tool kits, jump starters, kind of all that stuff. And these are going to be weatherproof. Not waterproof, but weatherproof. So they have a YKK AquaGuard zipper. You can leave them in your truck bed, rain, snow, sleet. They're gonna be just fine in there. Next thing we have on the topic of the pouches, we have one of our large pouches here. Same general idea, but this is on one of our Velcro tech panels. So this gives you a MOLLE interface on a carpeted surface. So these are nice, you can pull them off if you need to. They're really solid when they are attached. But if you want to put MOLLE somewhere that you don't necessarily have a place to bolt a panel, that's going to be a great option there. And we even have, this is kind of our Go pouch, which has just the Velcro right on the back there. So if you don't want a whole panel, but you want a pouch, that's a great choice there. That just about wraps it up for what we got in here. If you want to check us out, you can look us up at BuiltRightInd.com, find all of our stuff there. And we do have a lifetime warranty on all of our gear that we stand by. We build our stuff well, but should you ever have an issue with it, we'll be there to take care of you. And free shipping over $250 as well. So definitely check us out, follow us on Instagram, BuiltRightInd, and we'd love to hear from you.
Hey guys, I'm Charlie with Staple. And today at Overland SoCal, we are unveiling the world's first fender rack. So this is, again, we're calling it a fender rack. So it's a bracket that mounts to the bed rail of the truck and it gives you a mounting point on the exterior of the truck below the bed rail. So you can mount MOLLE panels, hard cases, gas cans, anything that you can imagine to the exterior of the truck. It's the first of its kind. This is our 6x13 MOLLE. It allows you to mount items low beneath the bed rail. So if you have truck campers, tonneau covers, campers like a Go Fast camper, this works with all of those. And again, it gives you that exterior storage without taking up space inside the bed. So now you can have your four-wheeler inside the bed, your dirt bikes, or your truck camper, and still have a ton of storage on the outside. So we sell them, when you pair the brackets together, you can actually do full hard case storage just like this. And again, now you get that storage on the outside of the truck. This also doubles as a table or a workbench, a place that you can cook while you're out camping. It's super easy to install, no drilling required to install it. And with our patented and innovative dovetailed system, it allows you to fit any truck on the market. So this is actually compatible with Toyota, Chevy, Ford, any truck on the market this will fit with, and again, it's fully adjustable. Our MOLLE panels come in a 6x7. Like you see here, this is our smallest MOLLE panel. All of our MOLLE panels have pre-inserted threads, 1/4-inch threads with the MOLLE patterns. So this is our 6x7. Then we have our 6x13. And then over here, you can see our full assortment. This is our 48x10. This is great because once you get this on the side of the truck, not only is it gonna look super cool, but you can mount utterly anything on the side of your truck at this point. It comes in 4 colors, black, green, red, and blue. Again, it's a one-of-a-kind item. You can find it at staple.com, and hopefully we'll see you out at the next Overland Expo.
What's up guys, I'm Miguel from Primo Works, and this is our newest product. So it's a MOLLE panel bag. Pretty simple. We've got our MOLLE panel straps on the back. So this will mount to your bed racks, the side of your 4Runner that's got MOLLE panels. It's pretty simple, just fish it through. And then once it's on, you have something that looks like this. So we've got some nice new easy waterproof zippers. And then on the inside, it's all PVC lined. So that way it's easy to clean, nothing stains, nothing like that. And then the bag is waterproof. So when you're going down the highway, snacks, whatever, clothing, bedding, whatever's in here will stay dry, even through rainstorms and off-roading, mud, the whole 9 yards. And it's also dust-proof, so yeah.
How durable is it? I mean, you have it hanging off of the side of the vehicle. Yeah, I know vehicles kind of get pinstripes and stuff. Have you been able to test that?
Yes, so we have. So we were actually just out on the trails with you. And just before you arrived, we went through some pretty gnarly pinstriping. I don't know if you can pick it up on camera, but the truck is pretty hurt after it. You are not pulling this bag off. So yeah, it's gonna stay on there pretty good.
Awesome. And what I really like about this bag is that it's soft.
Yeah.
It's not a hard case. For whatever reason, I kind of like that idea that it's a hard case hitting, like, let's say a tree. I feel like the case is just going to like explode versus something like this. But then you can also use it as just like a regular bag as well.
Yeah, exactly. So it's got a carry handle on top, but the beauty about it not being a hard case is you don't have to pull out the tools to bolt this on to the molly panel. So there's no nuts and bolts. It's just no tools installation, installs in a few seconds, and you're ready to rock and roll. So then we do our tailgate bag. So super similar design, same materials, ripstop for the water resistant, waterproof, and it will not fade in the sun, as well as the waterproof zippers throughout the bag, PVC on the inside, and then once you open the tailgate, drops down, and now you've got easy access into your tailgate. And then when you're done for the weekend, just undo these 2 top clips, drop them out, and your tailgate bag is free from the truck and the pad stays on. This is a protective pad. It's got gecko material on the back so it won't scratch your paint.
Sweet. So what if somebody really likes this bag and doesn't have a tailgate?
Then we've got a spare tire pad. So if you want to come over here, I'll show you the spare tire pad. So unfortunately, I don't have a swing out here with a spare tire on, but we'll use this for example. So we've got the spare tire pad, mounts to the tire like a regular mount. But the cool thing is we've got this nice big cutout here. So when the bag is off, you still have access to your rear view camera. So your rear view camera still has all the view it needs. And it's nice because if you're not wheeling or using the bag, it's just these 2 top clips that hook onto over here and that come off. This is a little side bag that hooks onto the tire. So if you need a little bit of extra storage for either some soft shackles or trash bags, anything like that, that just hooks onto the pad itself.
That's awesome, because I like the little storage bags on the side because of, I know there's other companies that make like a metal thing and almost like a rack. If you don't need that big of a rack, you can have a lightweight little bag to store and have extra storage on your tire, which is kind of like a great place to put stuff.
Yeah, so it's all wasted space and it makes it nice and neat and stuff like that. So yeah. So
What I also like about this bag as well is that is there anything in the bag right now?
No.
Yeah, and what I like about that is that it keeps its form. Like it
so it's
looks
empty.
nice. It doesn't look, when it's empty, it doesn't look like
saggy.
Yeah, all saggy.
Exactly. So yeah, and we've done very minimalistic stuff on the outside. So you'll notice there's just these 2D rings and then nothing else and just 1 extra pocket. I don't see a need for any molly on the bag because there's not much you can molly to the bag that makes it worth it. So yeah, we just try to keep it nice and neat and simple and clean.
Awesome. While we're here, what is the price of this bag? You have 2 sizes, right?
Yeah, we have 2 sizes. So we have this and then we have a small bag. The small bag's more for the Gladiators and the Tacomas because the tub or the bed of the truck is a lot shallower. So the large bag is $260 and then the small bag is $210.
Awesome. And then what was the price of
the molly panel bag?
Yes.
The molly panel bag is $210. And it's because we use the same materials. Oh, and the molly panel bag also has a hard backing. So even if your molly panel isn't the full width of this, it will still hold its shape.
Oh, sweet.
So, yeah.
Awesome. And then you also have another product as well, right?
So the product we are most known for is going to be 100% our armrest. So this is a little cardboard thing, but it hooks onto the door panel. The windows can still roll up and down, and you've got a little bit of extra storage for like a cup, cell phone, and then you've got a nice soft pad on to rest your arm on.
So why would somebody need something like this? Because to me, it just kind of seems a bit weird to have an armrest, but it might be because I'm in a vehicle that I rest my arm, but like...
So you drive probably the vehicle we sell to the most is a Jeep Wranglers and Gladiators.
Okay.
The door panels are super narrow, and a lot of people when they drive, they're resting their arm on that door panel, holding the steering wheel. So after a while, it starts pushing on your funny bone, and this creates a nice flat surface, and it's padded. So most door panels, if this is the panel, it slopes off pretty quickly. So you're like pushing your arm against the glass and the door panel just to stay there instead of like relaxing it on there. And it just helps with like driver fatigue and comfort, really.
Yeah. And I like the idea of having another cup holder. I think my Jeep only has two. And for whatever reason, it's always full.
Yeah.
And so I know that is my cup holder. I can always put my water or whatever I need to drink there. And then also my Jeep's a push to start, which I absolutely hate. And so I typically just put my keys in the door handle. Yeah. But that can be a spot as well that I can always have my keys as well.
If you're not running something in here, you can just toss it in there or even toss it in there. So obviously it will take a cell phone. And then EDC items, like a lot of people don't want to carry a Leatherman or knife in their pocket. I do, but you can just hook it on the side if you just want it to sit in the truck.
Awesome. So you have a model that isn't a cup holder as well, right?
Yes, we have. So this would be its friend. We have them in an OD green as well. So and then we've got our Velcro strip. People are traveling, so why not add a little bit of your own flavor by throwing some patches on it.
Awesome. And then you can do both passenger and driver side, right?
Yep.
And then just to reiterate, the window can go up and down.
Yeah,
with it
windows can go up and down because the armrest actually hooks onto the door panel, not into the window sleeve. So it doesn't interfere with the window and doesn't scratch window tins.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what's this next thing that's right behind you?
So this is our pet paw protector. So this is how it starts, and then you can roll this out. It's for the dogs, so when they jump up on the door panels, they don't destroy the door panels. So it would just roll out like that on the door, and
Yeah, so, or even like scratching, because I know some dogs would just like start scratching at the door
and stuff. And this part is to protect lower parts of the door. So even if they stand on like the second armrest in the door, that way it still doesn't ruin it. So
awesome.
It's pretty expensive to replace door panels.
Cool. And then you said, what colors do these armrests come in?
Yeah, so we've got the armrests in this black ripstop, this OD green, and then we've got it in a black canvas for a little bit of a softer touch. So if you're not somebody that's doing a lot of outdoors or crazy off-roading, or you don't live in a very hot climate, this canvas is usually favored to those people a little bit more.
Awesome. And then how is it actually holding on to the door?
Yeah, so I have a stainless steel plate here. So this is what's in the armrest itself. It's a piece of 304 stainless. This lip is what hooks onto the door panel. So that's the lip that hooks on. And when you bend the armrest until the top is flat when you put it on your door, then that lip stops the armrest from coming off the door. So it just uses this point, and then this rests against the bottom.
And so how much are these armrests?
So the armrests are $55.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how can people find more information about you?
Visit primoworks.com. It's all on the website.
Hi guys, I'm Kelsey with Tramp Campers. Thanks so much for checking out our flagship HT. We're known in the industry for our lightweight slide-in, fully composite slide-in truck campers and the pop-up unit. So just this year, we brought the hard-sided unit to the market. So if you want to check it out, fits in the back of any full-size truck with a 6.5-foot bed length. This unit's roughly 1,500 pounds. What you're gonna first notice is the beautiful aesthetic lines and then all of the Arctic turn windows that give you a 360-degree views when you're inside that camper. Here at the back of the camper, you'll see a MOLLE panel where you can carry max tracks, backup camera, outdoor light, and then, as usual, big slide-out drawer for all your outdoor gear. This camper runs off two 11-pound propane tanks on a slide-out drawer. Heaters attached to one. It's nice to have a spare. Use it for your outdoor fire pit or cooking. We now offer a diesel Truma combi as well. The camper's powered by the 330 watts of solar on the roof, but we also run electrical from your truck battery to the camper, so anytime you're driving, you're gonna get charged as well. We can do a 30 amp, 50 amp, or 100 amp DC to DC. Keyless entry here at the rear. And then let's go inside and check it out. So once you get inside, we have a standing height of 6 foot 6 inches. And then you've got that 360-degree views out these Arctic turn windows that have an integrated bug screen and blackout shade. You'll notice all the clean lines and then also the additional upper cabinetry that we have here for great storage. Queen size bed. In this HT unit, we can do a king size flip up with north to south sleeping. So it's the first time that we've offered that. We're really excited to show you guys that when it's in production. The queen size bed has underbed storage as usual. For clothing and gear, nice composite bins. Camper comes standard with two max air fans to push and pull air. but we can replace one Max Air fan with the Dometic RTX 2000 air conditioner as well. Storage under this large rear booth. Tons of space for gear. I use these storage totes. And you've got your 24-gallon freshwater tank hidden underneath here at the very front of the camper in the lowest position for off-roading. Storage under each booth. This one's nice and deep and it has your lagoon table that slides into place right here. And then our loo hidden here in the rear. We now offer cassette, compost, or dry flush solution. You can take that toilet out, hook in our shower curtain, and take an inside shower. When we take a look at the utility cabinet, you'll see our diesel Truma combi unit that we love because it's nice and quiet. Our battery monitor, our water tank monitor, and then all Victron technology. We now can offer up to 800 amp hours of lithium, giving you tons of power for that off-grid air conditioning. Beautiful bamboo countertop here. Slide out drawer for all your cutlery and gear. 65-liter isotherm fridge. 2-burner stove. Now this can be a propane or induction unit now. 14-inch sink, and we do offer the guzzle filtered water. And then last, your kitchen storage over here. And this is your 10-foot hose for your inside or outside shower, and then kitchen gear here. Well, thanks so much for checking out the flagship HT. We're really known for our spacious layout with 360-degree views. If you guys have any questions, reach out to us at supertrampcampers.com or email us at info@supertrampcampers.com. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.
Hey guys, Nick here with Alaskan Campers, and we are at Overland Expo West 2025, and we're Alaskan Campers, and we're going to take you through this 850 flatbed model. So without a doubt, the flatbeds are becoming more and more popular, and we've got this 850 flatbed sitting on a Bowen Custom. Bowen built this bed specifically for us, so big shout out to Bowen Customs. They build wonderful flatbeds, so if you are in the flatbed market, certainly check them out. But we put our 850 model on the back of this 9-foot flatbed, and this thing is the show pony. It is loaded with all the options, so we're going to get a chance to take you through the whole camper and get a good sense of what Alaskan is all about. So let's check it out. So we'll start here on the outside of the camper, and really, if you're not familiar with Alaskan, the thing that sets us apart from every other camper on the market is the fact that we are a fully hard-sided pop-up truck camper. So if we take a look over here, you can see the way this one is configured, it's as if you're about to hit the road. So we've got 3 cab over flaps that fold in on themselves, and then the entire top of the camper drops 21 inches to give you that nice low profile when you're on the road. And if we could just pan over really quickly to the gray camper you see, that is configured in the upright position with the flaps deployed. So really, really nice design, a fully hard-sided pop-up, really the best of both worlds. So we can continue to kind of work around the outside here. All Alaskan campers are a true 4-season camper. They can be optioned with a winter package, which is going to heat all of your water lines, water tank, keep it from freezing, dual pane windows, and then again, the camper is fully insulated with R13 spray foam insulation. You can certainly option for an outdoor shower, hot water heater access here, and then these are your water line connections and hookups here. If you are at a traditional campsite, you can definitely hook up to water here. 20-pound propane tank is standard on every Alaskan camper, and so your access to your propane tank is right in here. And then if we continue to work around, we've got all sorts of L-track connections that we can put basically anywhere on the exterior of the camper. So if there's any accessories that you want to attach to the outside of your Alaskan, L-track system is fantastic for that. Coming around to the entrance here, you do have access to your cassette toilet. So Alaskan campers can be optioned with either a composting toilet or a cassette. This particular one here does have the cassette toilet, and you can access the cassette right here on the outside. We can head up on inside and take a peek. First and foremost, as we step inside the camper, you land on our indoor shower. This is a new feature for us that has been wildly popular. Being a true 4-season camper, obviously you gotta have an indoor shower. So there's a curtain that wraps around 360 degrees, clips into the ceiling, and then slots into the teak grate. And then you pull your shower wand from the sink with a quick connect. So you can have a nice hot shower on a cold day in your Alaskan. I mentioned the toilet on the outside. Here's your cassette toilet cabinet right down in here. So you do have a nice swivel seat on top cassette toilet, which works really nicely. Also, if we look up in the ceiling here, all Alaskans can be equipped with air conditioning. This is our 12-volt AC system from Nomad. Nomad is a wonderful company out of Arizona, and I feel if anybody knows how to make AC units, it's the folks in Arizona. So Nomad has been a fantastic partner of ours, and we've got their 12-volt system incorporated in this camper here. The flatbed models really nice with the side entry, which allows you to have this rear dinette. The rear dinette works really well as not only a dining space, but then also very simply and easily folds out into a bed, so you can have your second sleeping space here in the rear of the camper. I mentioned the windows briefly. As you can see, the windows in the Alaskan are massive, which is a huge feature. So wherever you park, you're gonna have fantastic views. Of course, all Alaskans come standard with a nice deep stainless steel sink. We also have this nice 2-burner stove, which is fantastic, from Dometic. We're big fans of this stove. Nice big refrigerator here with a built-in freezer, so you can keep lots of stuff cold. And then really one of the biggest benefits of a fully hard-sided pop-up truck camper like the Alaskan is the amount of overhead storage that you can have. I mean, just cavernous storage. We've got all of our show stuff up here now, but huge amounts of storage overhead in the Alaskan camper, which is just fantastic. If we can look over here, we've got our Red Vision Red Arc system, which is a total camper management system. It allows you to monitor every aspect of your camper, from water tank levels to power in, power out, all from an app on your phone. So we've been huge fans of Red Arc. They're a great partner of ours. And then that kind of spins into the battery systems on this camper. So this particular camper is equipped with 3 Expion 360 lithium-ion batteries, which is fantastic. You know, pound for pound, there really isn't a better battery manufacturer on the market. Expion 360 is a wonderful company out of Redmond, Oregon, that builds truly the best battery out there. So we're huge fans of Expion 360 as well. Another great thing about all Alaskans is you got basically a queen size bed up in the cab over, fan in the ceiling so you can stay cool while you're sleeping. Big fans of the extended cab over queen size bed up here. Pass-through window down below if you need to hand a drink through. There is some confusion about the pass-through window. We get a lot of people asking, well, can I pass through the window? And if you're really, really small, you may be able to, but it's more of a drink pass-through than anything else. Well, that pretty much sums up the tour of the Alaskan camper. Thanks for stopping by, guys. If you do have any questions, you can always visit our website, alaskancampers.com. We've got a wonderful builder tool there where you can price and option your camper and get a really good sense of what you're getting into. But we'd love to chat with you. Reach out anytime. We're here to help. Thanks.
Welcome to Cube Series. We're here at the Arizona Flagstaff Overland Show, and what a great weekend and what a turnout. I want to introduce you to the 2025 Cube Series camper. I'm going to start on the outside with you. So our camper right here, it's an 88-inch square unit. So it's currently sitting on a 6.5-foot Toyota Tacoma. Standard truck, no modifications, okay? It comes with hydraulic jacks that are, I love this feature. So if you get in that little sticky brush or whatever that's not so soft, you can simply pull it out, put it back in. There you go, just like that. So it's great for that off-road terrain. We have a split door option. So if you're, want to have that little critter crawler and you don't want them getting out or anything, just close them inside there. Keyless entry that locks them in tight. He's not getting out, or her. Come on inside, let me show you. So inside here, we have 1 inch short of a queen size bed. This is our newest build. Our standard build is 9 inches shorter than this one, but we had people saying, hey, we'd like a little more sleeping arrangement. So we built a bigger bed. So underneath, we run a traditional living room air conditioner, and we run it on the eco mode because with full sunshine on a sunny day, we're only pulling 3 watts per hour. So leaving us plenty of power to spare. Once again, on this unit, we're running 760 watts of solar, 2,000 watt inverter that gives you plenty of power, okay? We're running a little bit smaller fridge in this particular unit. So this particular unit, just because we did the extended sleeping bed, we have a portable composting toilet versus the potable flush toilet, okay? But with the shorter bed arrangement, you have that available as well. Once again, you have your solar controller, your heater, all your water measuring panels right here, acrylic windows, fantastic fan. We're trying to keep it simple. Once again, if you want any more information, go to cubeseries.com. You'll find all the answers there.
Hi, I'm Jared Simpson. I'm with Zero Declination. We're the Nevada and Northern California dealer for Overland Explorer vehicles. We're at Overland Expo West here in Flagstaff today in the OEV booth. Behind me is the Hudson Bay flatbed camper on an Aluma tray, which is made also by OEV. These fit on a 3/4 ton or 1 ton pickup truck. Long bed or short bed, we can do either.
This one, the Hudson Bay Softwall, has the power lifting roof. It's got a bigger 14-inch bulkhead on it. You can see the outside shower here. As we come around the back, you can see it's got lots of places for outdoor storage. These are add-ons. Your dealer can add that on for you. And then you can see here, comes with the entry stairs that fit right into the headache rack behind the cab there. It's got the underbed storage boxes that hold all your gear, and then inside is all your camping stuff, including a queen-size bed, optional king bed, a full kitchen, and a 4-seater dinette. It's a really wonderful, well-insulated camper for all your year-long camping uses. I know people that go camp at ski hill, at the bottom of ski hills, and in the wintertime, and are toasty warm all year or all night long. If you have any other questions or want to know more about them, go to overlandex.com and book a Calendly consultation.
Hi, my name is Julie. I'm with Wombat Camper, and I'm here today to show you the prototype of our B-Series truck camper. As a prototype, it's not done of the final material, but the final material will be a composite panel, and the composite panel is the same for both the base of the camper and for the top part of the camper. The camper folds down, and we'll show you that a little bit later. So the gray part will be enclosed in the roof space, and that will make, from this point to the roof, about 12 inches taller when you're driving down the road. On this side of the camper, you can see we've got 2 hatches. Currently in this hatch, there's a fridge there, so if the fridge is on a slide, you would be able to access it from inside and outside. And in this hatch, you can see that you can get to the interior, and this box here is sitting underneath the kitchen sink. We have an awning attached to the side of the camper, and you can plug into the DC socket here for the lights that are on the awning. The windows are dual pane acrylic windows from Turn Overland, and there's a vent up at the front of the camper. One of the really nice features of this truck camper is that when the camper is on the bed of the truck, it sits on the bed rails, so you still have use of the bed of the truck. In this version, we've put the heavier items in the bed of the truck, so we have a power station below and our water tanks below. You can see the road lights, and then up at the top there's another window, and we have a max fan. On this side of the camper, we have another hatch so that you can access the interior, and then we have a 30 amp socket for hooking up to shore power. Okay, I just want to give you an idea of the interior space of the camper. This is a prototype, so we've set it up so that we can give you an idea of what kind of space is inside. We will be offering the camper as a shell. It will have a rail system in the final version so that you can fit it out yourself. You can also get other vendors to fit out the interior for you, or we can fit out the interior as an option. The bed that is currently in this camper is a queen size mattress, and it's on struts, and it just pulls down when you're ready to go to bed. During the day, you can have it up to the ceiling to allow you access to the fridge on this side, and we have a bench seat on this side. So now we're at the back of the truck camper, and just to continue giving you an idea of the space that you have in here, there's a kitchen counter on this side with a sink, and there's a little pump here with running water. And then on this side, we actually do have a toilet and a little bathroom area. Just to say again, this is not the final product. This is a prototype just to give you an idea of what the interior space could be like. On the floor of the camper, we also have a couple hatches, and they lift up, and this allows you to get access to the bed of the truck. So I'm gonna give you close up the camper so you can see how that works. Inside, there's a latch on each side. First, you want to make sure the bed is all the way down, and make sure the kitchen counter is clear and that there's not anything on any other surfaces. So I'm going to undo these latches, and I'm going to start the process of bringing it down. So I've undone the latches. I'm just going to use these handles just to kind of control the fall. Climb out of the camper. I'm going to shut the door, grab the straps on the side, pull it down the rest of the way, and do up the 2 latches on the side. The camper is currently patent pending, so if you'd like to find out more information on our camper, you can find us on our website at wombatcamper.com. We're also on Facebook and Instagram.
The newest camper at Overland Expo West is the Scout Olympic pop-up here on display. This thing's sweet. My name's Ryan from Adventure Manufacturing. Scout Campers, built in Yakima, Washington. Let's have a look at the newest model at this expo. So right here you can see we have removable jacks, Scout Olympic pop-up, nice gray fabric. We have a vacuum infused roof that has 2 solar panels on top, a fantastic fan, and another vent. The benefit of a sloped roof is obviously rain and snow, things coming off the roof nicely, but also it makes for a bigger entry door to get in and out of our pop-up. So a lot of people bonk their heads on getting into pop-up doors. Our door's a little bit bigger, which is nice. On the passenger side of our campers, we have the option for a nice awning here. I'm not gonna show you because it's crammed in. A nice big diesel heater. I can show you this quick. So this thing pumps heat, it's gonna keep you warm on those cold nights. It's an auto-term 2D air heater with a 2.75 gallon tank. We have propane storage on here. Again, our nice easy struts for lifting this up and down. Might give you a quick show of that inside. Exterior light here, so you have a nice light for your campsite. You have snap-on shade for your window here. So if you want to see who's outside, you can just pop those off. And then going inside this camper here, again, big entry door. And we have all bamboo countertops in here. So new table design in the Olympic pop-up. It swivels, so you can sit here and work, do your thing, bring it in, bring it out. You want to make a bed, goes down into a bed. Storage cubbies inside the camper. Slide out bed option here. Pull this out. Here, pop your cushions in. You can sleep 80 inches wide, about 77 inches long, north-south. In my own camper, I sleep 4 up there, so it's a huge bed. We have a secondary bed here. You've got a nice big sink in the Scout Olympic pop-up. Your cooktop, your lifesaver jerry can for your water. Get it from lakes, streams, anywhere. Nice big filter in there. Have your toilet option right here. Your power tower. We're using a 132 amp hour Xpeon 360 battery. It comes standard with the campers. Again, we've got vents. Fantastic fan. Another vent here. Nice warm lighting inside the campers. Super easy to unlock. Latch. Just pull these. Pull it down. Same thing up. The struts support the weight of this roof nicely. Just lock it in. You're all set up. Nice and easy to use. Again, this is the brand new camper from Scout Campers. Check us out at scoutcampers.com.
Welcome to the 4-Wheel Campers booth at Overland Expo West. I'm Sarah, and behind me I have a Hawk slide-in. So the Hawk slide-in is made for a full-size truck with a 6-foot bed. You can pick a ton of different options for these campers. We do have standard here some exterior ports for power and for a Starlink plug-in. On the inside, we have different layout options. The Hawk Classic Slide-In is a camper that has cabinetry built in, as well as seating built in. Let's go check it out. So the layout that we're standing in right now is called a side dinette. It's one of 3 floor plans. We can also do a rollover couch over here. We also have a configuration where you have a dinette up here. And of course, up front, we have that classic slide-out bed that can turn into a king. This one doesn't have underbed storage, but in the Hawk slide-ins, you can get underbed storage. So when you lift this up, you have a bunch more space in here. One of the great things about 4-wheel campers is that everything is made to order. So you choose your countertops, your cabinetry, the accessories and appliances that you want, down to the fabric color. It's all made based on what you order. People can find us at 4wheelcampers.com. They can also find us on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all of the socials. Come find us and go along on an adventure with us.
Hi, I'm Brandon Tyler. I'm the owner of Peak Performance Campers. We're at Save Expo 2025, and this is our ultralight stealth. So I'm gonna take you around a little bit. These campers, we range from 5-foot models to 8-foot models for all different bed lengths. You can either close the tailgate, stick it out, it's completely up to you. And everything is modular, so I'm gonna walk you around the outside a little bit here. All come equipped with L-track on the outside for all your different accessories to remove the camper. We have various exterior accessories like outdoor showers, max tracks, whatnot. You pretty much can build it however you want. And these campers start at about 475 pounds, so they're extremely light and off-road capable. They're 100% composite, so no wood, no rot. Every shell is standard with an insulated soft side. If you do a hard side option, the hard sides are all R8. Options are pretty much unlimited, right? So this camper we have outfitted with a jerry can right here. We've got outdoor steps, and if we come around here, we've got a Jewel Caw outdoor shower. So all the utilities are modular too. So these silver plates right here, they will pop out. So you could actually, when you change layouts, you can change your exterior accessories, you can change your utilities, the way you run your power stations. So one trip, if you don't need an outdoor shower, don't bring it. Rod tubes, Devos light mounts. It's pretty much endless, and none of this is permanent. So this camper outfitted right now probably weighs around 650 pounds, has 300 amps, but has a lot of utility. Those utility voids are really nice too, because routing utilities like solar, your Starlink, getting them in the camper without causing permanent damage and allowing water or air to seep in is quite difficult. With utility voids, it's very easy. If we come over here, we use waterproof glands for all our modular accessories. So if you want to do ground Starlink like I do, you can. We also can mount Starlink on the roof. There is 400 watts of solar on the roof, but you always need more solar. All the layouts are modular. Everything is run off these modules right here. We like to use Molle panels, no wood, 100% composite. From utilities like sinks, power stations, whatnot, everything is changeable. In this camper, we have it set up to sleep 3 with a little U-shaped dinette, a little fridge, and a pretty basic sink module with a Dometic water system. This camper does have 300 amps in this modular battery bay right here. This battery bay could pop out though if you wanted to. You could pull the batteries out, use it as storage, you could pull the whole module out. You could change layouts however you want, whenever you want. As far as the modular layouts go too, the way you see it like this, you don't have to have a sink here or a fridge here. Everything is movable. You could put your sink there tomorrow. You could move that out the way. Options are endless. Our campers start at about $20,000. They start at 475 pounds. We have all lengths and hard side, soft side, and now flatbed models. So we pretty much have every camper for every truck. You can run it your way. Every camper comes equipped with a full-size bed and our Modulock mounting points. If you want to learn more about this stuff, visit our YouTube or go to our website. Reach out to our team. We have a lot more information there. peakperformancecampers.com.
Hi, my name is Sarah. Welcome to the 4-Wheel Campers booth. Behind me we have our Camp Out series. This is on a full-size truck with a 6-foot bed. Some of the cool things about Camp Out are all of these exterior power ports. This one also has a plug-in for propane, so you can bring your stove outside and cook. A feature that I love about the Camp Out is all of the options to mount gear outside. So we have standard Molle panels on each side of the Camp Out and L tracks as well. We see a lot of customers use the L tracks for creative things and then just daily things too. You can put a simple hook on it, hang towels up, hang trash up. It's just a great place to keep dirty camp gear outside of the camper. Inside of the camper, we have all of the modules possible that you can get in this camper. It just comes with a standard power module and utility module, but the water module, fridge module, and seating module are all options. So what's great about the Camp Out is you can get it completely basic and add things later. Or if you wanted to go full-blown, get every module, you can do that too. We also saw with a lot of our Project M owners that people love to do DIY everything. So this is a great platform to give you a DIY option that's fully contained. So the other cool thing that we just came out with the Camp Out are color collections. So what you're seeing in here right now is what we call Catskill. So you've got these nice green cabinets, some brown cushions, yeah, brown cushions. And then we also have other color collections. There's Tofino, there's Sedona, and Black Rock. They're all inspired by different places that we love to travel, and they give folks the opportunity to make their camper feel more like them. People can find us at 4wheelcampers.com. We're also on Instagram, 4Wheel Campers, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. And we love making content about getting outside and enjoying the campers, so give us a follow. Welcome to the 4-Wheel Campers booth at Overland Expo West. I'm Sarah. I'm going to take you through some of our models today. The real showstopper of this show for us is the Hawk Plus, which we just launched. This is a flatbed camper. It's a modern take on one of our classic campers. It's on a 7-foot tray, and we maximized every inch of that tray. Come on inside. So inside of the Hawk Plus, we have the classic full-size king slide-out bed. What makes this camper really special is that we have a 40-gallon fresh water tank and a 5-gallon gray tank. The other thing that's great about this camper is we can fit up to 810 amp hours of lithium batteries. So all of those batteries will be housed in here under this drawer right here. So we've got 1, 2, down below. In this camper, we have a third, and then you can fit an additional 2. We also have the Alpha 75 system by Red Arc tying everything together. This is great. You can control everything, the lights. You can do it from your phone. You can also have a built-in cassette toilet in this camper. For this one, we opted for extra storage. But if you wanted a bathroom tied in, it would live right here. And speaking of bathrooms, you can also do an interior shower in here. If you wanted that, it would live in the dinette space. So essentially the shower would be right here where my feet are. The other great thing about the Hawk Plus is with the extended length of the camper, you can fit up to 4 people at this dinette, 2 very comfortably, and of course this converts into an additional bed. If you are in the southern states or in a location where it's really humid and hot and you want air conditioning, you can get that in this camper. You can also get induction cooking, which is great. This actually can come out and you can take it outside. I like the induction cooking personally because if it's windy, your flame's not going to get cut out from propane. So induction, air conditioning, a ton of power, Starlink. This is our most advanced camper by far. The other cool new feature about the Hawk Plus is this exterior storage. You can access the dinette space in here. This is an inverter if you so choose. It's lockable. And then it also functions as a nice little outdoor table. I've been working from here. We've been drinking beers from here. It's a nice little hangout spot. And then on the back of this camper, this is a new feature for us. This Molly panel, which is an option, takes up the entire width of the camper. Great for hanging, of course, recovery gear. If you wanted to put a trash-a-roo there, whatever you want, it's a great space for it. This is actually part of the Norweld tray. So this camper was designed, to take up every inch of the Norweld tray. Has lots of exterior storage, but this is the best part by far. Can fit a ton of stuff in here, and it's just fun to slide.
I'm Keith here representing Tiger Adventure Vehicles. Today we're showing our Panthera HD. It's based on an F350 diesel, so we have a 6.7 liter power stroke that makes 1,050 foot-pounds of torque. You're dealing with about 3 times the power of a van. Drives really stable. This was based on a dually. We converted to a super single with our wheel and tire option here. It's lifted 2.5 inches. We have airbag helper springs on the rear. One really nice feature about our truck, we have a pass-through in here, so you can pass right through from the cab into the coach. My regular day job is I build that pass-through and some other various parts of the truck. With that, you get your option of 1 seat, 2 seat, or no seats, and we can make a bigger platform back here. There's also power on the other side, 110 and 12 volt power, so you can power a freezer or whatever accessories you'd like. Still around the outside, we have storage here, our custom toolbox to store whatever in there, fishing rod holders. We can outfit this up with whatever racks and systems that you want on the back. We build our bumpers in-house. They have storage in there. Right now we just have our power cord in there. We are the vehicle manufacturer. We're direct to the customer. Around here on the outside, we have an external shower. So this is really nice. If you want to shower outside here, you plug your little hose in here. You have all of your lights you can control from this panel. So pretty neat. Access to your cassette toilet here. We'll come around to the inside. This is our overlanding step. So when this is folded up, you're not losing any ground clearance. It's above our rocker panel here. We can also do the RV step if you'd like. Coming up in here to the right, we have almost a king size mattress. It's 3 inches short of a king. And you access that with this ladder here that this pulls out, and that gives you access to up there. Your TV here. This is our dinette seating. This folds down to sleep 1. If we do the L couch, that will fold out to sleep 2. A really nice feature is that we have a wet bath back here. So for this size platform, we get a lot of really good feedback on that. This is a cassette toilet, but we'll give you whatever toilet you want. If you want the cassette, the composting, a black tank. The black tank loses you a little ground clearance, and we're really trying to show this off as a, you know, a rugged 4x4. Little microwave standard, you can swap that for a convection unit that we locate down here. One really nice feature, this is a diesel truck. The only fuel you need to worry about is your diesel that you're putting into your gas tank. We tie in this Rixon system, it's a hydraulic heating system that heats your hot water, and then off of that heats the truck. So then with an induction cooktop, you don't have to go get propane or any other fuel. Little fridge here, cutting board slides out here. Solid maple cabinetry. Our lightweight model will offer aluminum cabinetry. Arctic turn windows are super nice, so you have built-in shades, screens. They're insulated windows as well. Storage closet here. We run all Victron electronics, which is really nice. It tells you what's going on. This one's equipped with 600 watts of solar, 600 amp hours of lithium battle-borne batteries, and we're just charging off our solar right now. We're at 69%, 27 amps coming in. We'll top off to 100% just here in the sun today. So, true 4-season camper. It's well insulated. Floor, ceiling, and walls are all insulated. And if you get up to like Alaska or somewhere cold water, you just flip this tank heat switch on, and it's going to heat your tank, so you don't have a frozen tank when you get where you're going. So the lights are nifty. They dim and brighten as you push them. We're Tiger Adventure Vehicles here. If you want to contact our marketing, there's all Courtney's info. We also do factory tours, so if you ever want to come by, see us in Dawsonville, give us a heads up, and we'll give you a little factory tour.
Hey, I'm Drew with Bison Overland Campers. We brought our flatbed 8-foot out, fully built out. If you don't know us, we do a lot of shell builds. A lot of our customers like the DIY aspect, so they come empty, they build them out. But through our dealers, we offer custom interiors. We're gonna have a little more standardized interiors as well. So this is a good example. On the outside, like I said, this is an 8-foot flatbed. The standard pricing on these for the full size start at $24,500 for the shell. That would be the shell and entry door, and then windows are an addition from there. And then also the interior options. We're getting ready. We've got a new dealership in Bellingham, Washington that's going to do a turnkey. They're going to specialize in like a turnkey slide-in. It'll be around $35,000, $40,000 ready to go with some upgradable options from there. When we do a flatbed, this is usually how most of them look. We do the big windows in the back that wrap around. As far as our material, we're using 1.5-inch panels. They're USA made by Limker Overland. We got these guys here today as well. It's a 2-piece aluminum extrusion, so you get zero thermal transfer. And I'll grab a sample here and show you. So with this, you can kind of see the construction method. So you have an inner extrusion and an outer. So that gives you zero thermal transfer. And this construction method is superior to like the channels extrusions that people use. It allows the glue to stay in the channels and work how it's designed. It's a PET foam, which is a recycled material. So, you know, after talking about the material and stuff and looking at the outside, I can show you on the inside and kind of show you our general layout of how we do things. So here in the interior, this is an 8-foot. When we say 8 foot, that's the floor, the footprint that sits on the flatbed. We got the 16-inch departure angle. Nice thing about that is it extends this dinette in space. So we did a wraparound with the larger ones. We can do a wraparound. A lot of the smaller ones, we just do a bench on each side. This one, we tried to maximize storage without just going overkill and being bulky in here. So we've got the overhead storage that wraps around. The power system is under this bench. There's open storage under both of these. We've got chest fridge that rolls out there, and then just try to maximize storage places everywhere else. We've got a king size bed up in the cab over, and we did that with, you can kind of see the storage we added at the front wall that helps extend it to make it a king. So the cab over is not sticking out so much further on the outside, so you can maximize, you get storage, but you also get the larger bed footprint for the king bed in here. The lighting we like to use it along the side, keep the ceiling wide open so you don't have a bunch of things running, and it throws the light really well. It illuminates the whole area rather than just throwing it kind of, you know, down in one spot. So that's been a big feature. The dinette here, it drops down into a bed. It turns into a twin bed, so it's good for kids, an adult, maybe 2 adults that like each other a lot. So it just opens up possibilities for multiple people out here. I mentioned the fridge. We use a Timbo Tusk slide. which is nice. It's got the little lockout there. And I like using these chest style fridges because if you want to take it out, it's not, you know, it's not stationary in here. You can take it out if you're going to the lake or, you know, whatever. You can use it for other options. And we just maximize storage. So I like we do a lot of our builds where you can just open this. It's the same storage that's here, but it's easier to access stuff. We just try to, you know, fit in every little, that's just my catch-all for random tools and chargers and stuff. Try to maximize the space and use as much as you can. One thing we do with the interior build, so like I said outside, a lot of people get shells and build them out. Sometimes they want a little head start on the interior, so we can even sell the interior kit flat pack and the customer can assemble it. That's an option as well. We can do it where you just get the camper and interior and no systems. We've done it that, where then the customer decides what they want. Maybe it's because of a budget and they want to get this and then wait a little bit to build it out. So we try to give some options to make it appeal to DIY and for the customer to get exactly what they want. And that's really been a popular option. People really like that they can have some say and kind of do what they want with it. If you want more info, bisonoverland.com is our website. If you're curious about the other dealers, you can find them on the website as well. Our Instagram is Bison Overland Campers, same, and for Facebook. So reach out if you got questions. You can check out other builds, all that stuff on social media. And I'd love to chat with you about a camper if you're interested. Thanks.
Hey guys, it's Jen with Bundutec USA. We've got some great outdoor gear. One of the things I want to share with you today is our newest hard-sided truck camper model. This is a slide-in, standard for the 6.5 or 6 3/4 box. This hard-sided unit is called the Goaway. Price starting at about 30 grand used. Most units fully equipped, you're looking at upper 30s to lower 40s, depending on the way you have it equipped. This hard-sided unit has a full entry door with a window, as well as a screen door for entry onto the inside. Inside the unit, you've got a kitchen with a sink and stove, storage for a porta potty, queen size mattress in the cab over. All of our truck campers use the Truma Combi or the Truma Vario heat. So it's an imported furnace or furnace and water heater from Germany. Super quiet, very efficient. One of the best furnaces on the market. We've had really good luck with it. 12-volt refrigerator, so your camper is a full 12-volt system. You have an onboard house battery. Usually it's a group 27, 100 amp hour battery, and then everything is standard with 190 watts of solar on the roof as well. Everything is also propane as far as your stove and your furnace, and that's a 20-pound upright bottle that's stored on the outside in a lockable cabinet. So with this being for a 3/4 ton, I offer models anywhere from the small units like the Tacoma and the Nissan Frontier all the way up to a full 1 ton. All that information is on our website, BundutecUSA.com. Click on truck campers. You can either go by truck size or you can email us with your specifics and we can send you a tailored email to what we recommend to fit on your needs. So hopefully you can check us out and we'd love to answer any questions.
All right, my name is Finn O'Connor. I'm from Foundation Vehicles here, and we're a final stage vehicle manufacturer. We build these bodies and chassis, and then you bring it to your builder or you build it out yourself. This is our Foundation 6500 on the Chevrolet chassis. It's the highest GVW 4x4 truck that you can buy. This is our longest box on it, so this is our flagship model here. It has 23,000 pounds of GVW, crew cab, California king bed, 16 feet of interior floor space there. This is what it's built out of right here. It's a 2.5 inch thick R18 insulation. This insulation cannot catch on fire or absorb water. This is our extrusion that we use. We have a thermal break in here so we don't transfer any of the heat or cold to the inside that can cause condensation. We have 80/20 bracketry on the outside for our lightweight panel, which is our Sprinter over here. We do this on the Ford Transit and the Mercedes Sprinter. This is a 1.5 inch panel that has an R12 insulation. We also have 80/20 on the interior, making it easier for you to build out with 80/20 or normal construction. Underneath the truck here, we have a 5-point pivoting subframe. And this allows the chassis to move completely independent of the box without transferring any of those forces into the body. Because what can happen when you hard mount these boxes is it's going to try to rip your box apart when you are off-roading. So inside here, we have a California king bed over the cab. We have about 136 square feet of floor space in here. You can choose where your doors and windows land. And then this is a blank slate for you to build out yourself or bring to a builder. And then we'll turn around to our Sprinter chassis here. And this is what's really going to change the van conversion game, because we have 7-foot ceilings, 6'8" wide. You can sleep sideways with no flares. It's already insulated. You have far more ceiling height and volume because it doesn't curve. Everything in here is 90 degrees, so super easy to build in. You can use a lot of pre-built cabinetry. And then we have this 80/20. This is standard 40 series 80/20 that you can frame out the interior to bolt to the walls and have it removable and modular, or you can permanently mount your cabinetry via Sikaflex to the walls and build out that way. So this is what's really going to change the game. You can have a full pass-through. You can still use the swivel seats. But the magic about Foundation is we're OEM certified, so Ford, Mercedes, Ram, and Chevrolet certified. All of our vehicles meet FMVSS certifications, so you can easily finance, insure, and register them as RVs, 12-year financing, and easily without going through a bank. You can roll your build into that financing too, so you can take your interior cost, roll it all into your chassis, your body, and interior, one payment, and then you can have RV insurance, which is super cheap instead of having the commercial insurance, which can be upwards of $1,000 a month. So cheap, $100 RV insurance, easy financing. Contact us. We have so many different options. We build, like I said, on the Ford Transit chassis, Mercedes Sprinter, the Chevrolet 6500, Ram 5500, and Ford F550. All of those have a couple different lengths and sizes associated with them. So you pick your chassis, come to us, talk about your length requirements, how much space that you need, and we will get you set up. If you'd like to find out more information, you can find us on Instagram at Foundation Vehicles or online at foundationvehicles.com, or send an email to info@foundationvehicles.com.
Hi, I'm Jared Simpson. I'm with Zero Declination. We're the Reno and Northern California dealer for Overland Explorer Vehicles Campers. We're at the Overland Explorer Vehicles booth here at Expo West today. What we have here is a high country chassis mounted camper. So it's mounted to the frame of this truck. This truck is a Dodge Ram 4500 with the AEV Prospector XL package. They brought it then to OEV and put the high country on it. The high country fits on a 60-inch cab to axle chassis. It has an optional king bed or a standard queen bed over the cab, hard wall, wet bath inside, underneath storage boxes that pop open. Put lots of stuff in each of them. There's 4, 2 on each side, in front and behind the axle. We can look inside here and see the C-shaped dinette and the full kitchen. If you want to know more about these, go to overlandex.com and book a consultant call.
How's it going, guys? Michael with Over Designs, and we're going to check out our Pioneer XL slide-in. So what the Pioneer is that is our tent top. That's a solid 30-inch tall aluminum sided tent that does not pop up. It just stays right there. You can get it in 2 different widths. We have our standard Pioneer, which sleeps a queen-size bed north-south. This is our Pioneer XL, which sleeps a queen-size bed east-west. And what that also allows for is you can have an additional sliding platform, and that'll make a king-size mattress. And that is the Pioneer portion of it, and the XL portion, obviously the width, and then the slide-in is this base portion, so that's going to completely seal off the base of your camper, and that's going to allow you to remove it seasonally, and so that everything stays completely sealed up, and then you can just pop it right back on and you're ready to hit the road. And what the Pioneer is used for is the people that are ready to just hit the road. They don't want to deal with any fuss, anything when they get to their campsite. You don't want to pop it up. You just go in, go straight to bed. The slide-in is for people that want to have everything sealed up. You don't want to have to worry about those gaps in your tailgate, the openings in your truck bed, anything like that. XLs are great for families or people that want a little bit more room. The standard width is great for people that are just doing those strike missions ready to get out on the trail. And of course, with our standard Oru comfort, we have those 4-inch memory foam mattresses. Lots of space, lots of room, very, very comfortable. Easy to go to sleep. On our slide-ins, we're gonna have an Arctic turn window on either side. That's just because we like to keep your tailgate on your truck. That means that you can close it up, and that Arctic turn window, one, provides a lot of visibility, airflow, and then also provides an escape hatch as you get locked in. Right now, we're kind of just doing the base model on these slide-ins, and there's gonna be a blank slate essentially. It's 1/8 inch aluminum. We have a plywood base. Tons of options for DIY. You can mount into anything, drill through it. You're not gonna have to deal about rust, anything like that, and build it out to basically your specifications. We're going to be launching our own versions of options for the build out on the interior, so stay tuned for that. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us on our website at overdesignsusa.com, Instagram, YouTube, we're everywhere. We got more detailed videos there, but check us out.
Hey, I'm William Hill with Soaring Eagle Campers. I'm the Director of Sales, and we're here at Overland West in Flagstaff, Arizona, and we're going to check out the new Soaring Eagle Campers Aries. It's a great floor plan. We had our engineers decide to build something that fit in an 8-foot bed with the tailgate closed. So our Aries is a 2025. We can get it in 2 different colors. It's all aluminum composite construction. It's going to weigh in the base weight around 2,300 pounds for a 3/4 ton. And like I said, it'll fit in an 8-foot bed with the tailgate closed, where you can still utilize the camera in your tailgate, as well as if you've got steps in your tailgate, you can use those as your steps coming in and out of the coach. So it's really nice. As we go back here through the back, we've got slam latches. You can see your gray dump valve here and our More Ride slide out tray. Really a nice option. Very structurally sound. As we come back here, we also have a 5-gallon cassette toilet that's easily removable with basically a suitcase on wheels that you can dump at most places. Here's your charge line that's going to hook right to the rear end of your hitch area where you can plug in. The Aries comes standard with electric jacks. We've got a 20-pound propane right here with a exterior propane connection. Here's your 30-amp detachable cord, your Truma exhaust, hot and cold outside shower, your fresh water connection, and your city water connection. Over here, we have our Truma. It's a Truma combi, so that's for your hot water and your furnace. All fiberglass exterior, block foam insulation. One thing that's really popular with this unit with the customers is if it's gold rated by Truma, meaning this unit was put in their cold storage compartment where it started out at 5 degrees with all the windows open and the door open. Once it got to that 5-degree temperature, everything was closed back up. And to get gold rated certified, you had to reach, I believe it's 68 degrees in less than 4 hours. We did it in less than 2. So great insulation. All your tanks have heat directed down into the basement area as well as the coach itself. Magnetic closures here as well for when you open up the doors. All hands-free. And like I said, slam latches as well. We've got diamond plate underneath here as well for a nice clean look. You can get the Aries in this white, or you can get it in the gray option as well. So we have 2 color exterior options as well. You can outfit it with awnings, power awnings on the rear, on the side of the coach for where you spend a lot of time. If you got a minute, we'll go inside and we'll take a look at the interior. Okay, we're inside of the new Aries. I tell you what, you won't believe the space. Moving around in the coach, the storage, we've got all kinds of storage compartments up here. You can see the hands-free. In case you ever want to put pots, you can do that with both hands. It makes it really nice. We also have a 12-volt refrigerator with a freezer compartment inside. Nice big storage compartment here as well. Here's a lot of your switches, USB, 110 outlets, your 12-volt battery disconnect. If you come over back this way, you have your Truma control there, as well as your rich solar panel. Nice little L-shaped dinette, very comfortable with a lagoon table, so you can maneuver that all around. We have a residential queen bed in the cab over. And I want to tell you to look here, especially in the cab over area, we have great space for when you start to come off of the bed. You want to sit up, you can sit up nice and straight. So this gives you a really nice place to do that. Over here in the kitchen, we have a 2-burner. We have our microwave air fryer combination. Nice big deep sink in here as well faucet that can maneuver around. Also have a charge station here, more cabinets that swing open, LED lights. What a lot of people have been talking about is our bathroom. So when you walk in this particular unit, we have a big bathroom. So I'm 6'2", pretty heavy fella. I have lots of room to maneuver in here as well. I'm not even hitting. So great space in here for all kinds of people. But the aesthetics of it are really nice. So when you pan back through the cab over area, you've got storage here on both sides. You have a wardrobe. All this is standard. And we can duplicate the wardrobe that's standard on the driver's side over here on the passenger side as well. Air conditioning, max air fence. There's a lot of different things we can do. So we can do inverters if you so choose. 100 amp lithium batteries is standard. A 200 watt solar panel is standard. Got a lot of great features. And I hope you really enjoy the Aries. We're really proud of it. We've got a list of dealers on our website, Soaring Eagle Campers, with dealer locations. Go see yourself an Aries, and we'd love to welcome you in the Soaring Eagle family. Just wanted to show you some other products that we do. We do the Adler series, which will fit quarter-ton, Tacomas, the Gladiators, and things of that nature. We also have the OVX by Soaring Eagle with the pop top. Both of these series of campers will fit from 5 foot to 8 foot. Aluminum construction, composite. I tell you, if you're looking for a great product at an affordable price, the Soaring Eagle brand will do a great job for you. Thanks.
Hey guys, Jesse Collinsworth here. I'm the owner of Rugged Mountain RV based out of Boise, Idaho. We build truck campers, slide-in truck campers and flatbed truck campers. I'm here at Overland X with my X14. This is a 14-foot flatbed model. I have it mounted on the top of my Elevation Off-Grid super single truck here. So my total height right now, I'm sitting at 13.4 when my truck's in normal ride position. My suspension's lowered all the way down currently, so that's why the tires are down so low. It's just a regular CM flatbed. It's an RD model, and then stable camper aluminum boxes underneath the bed. I got an exterior full, this is an 18-foot awning, handrail, scissor steps that fold inside the door. All my compartments here. This one's my electronics. I got batteries in here. Currently I have 4 Expion 450 amp hour batteries in here, a 2000 watt inverter. So that's all my electronics in that compartment. We'll walk around the back side here. These two are storage cubbies. I have the chairs pulled out for now. I normally have my chairs in there. One thing special about this model is it comes standard with the diesel heater. This is the exhaust for the diesel heater. There's the diesel heater itself. That's the heating component. Come around this other side. This is the diesel tank as far as the water tank and all the other diesel heater components. In this back corner, I got a 5-gallon fuel tank built into the camper, so when you take it off, the diesel heater will still work. And there's the diesel fill for the heater itself. And then this is all my plumbing components and pull valves in here. I keep my storage hoses there too. My city water fill, power connection, and the front component box here, I have my jack controller and my water pump and black tank flush and city fill. We can walk around now and go inside the unit. No slides, pull over, you have access to everything in this unit. The first thing you'll notice walking in is a big U-shaped dinette in the back. This does make down to a bed. We have an option for a bunk over this table also. Tons of storage, full storage throughout this entire unit here. Residential style cabinetry, Corian countertops, nice farmhouse sink, stainless farmhouse sink here. This unit only comes full electric, no propane in this unit at all. So we got induction cooktop, convection microwave air fryer here. Got a full 10 cube fridge here with a few of my personal belongings in there right now. 10 cube fridge freezer, so good size. Like I said, storage, lots of storage. I got my pots and pans in this guy. Big compartment, just like under my convection, same thing, big storage here. One unique feature in this unit is my pull-out pantry. So all my canned goods, things go there. I got my shower on this side and my bath on this side. Another unique feature on this one is I made it where you close this door and you can latch this board so you have a walkway between your shower and bathroom so that you have privacy from if any guests or anybody else is in this unit when you're taking a shower. Behind me here, this is a residential queen, a 60 by 80 queen with my Awesome Betty's zip-on bed set. I got closet on both sides, and I'm going to open this all the way. Here's one of the best features in this unit is a pull-out closet that goes into the bedroom area, so you can access it from the bedroom or the bathroom. So when you're walking between your shower and your bathroom, you can have clothes and whatnot in there. As you can see, big bathroom area. A lot of sink, as my wife says, her curling iron and things on there, so she's got tons of area to set that stuff down. 1600 watts of solar on the roof. I told you I had 3 of the Expion 450 batteries. This thing can go a long time. I got 82 gallons of fresh tank storage on this, 76 gray, and just at 40 black. So you can go off grid for a long time. If you want more info on my X14 or any of my other models, visit our website, ruggedmountainCustomRV.com.